මුළු දුනියෙන් දිවෙහි රාජ්‍ය මුළු දුනියෙන් දිවෙහි රාජ්‍ය Ooredooගේ M-Fasa මෙදුරිකෝ PayPalගේ හිටුමේ මිහාරු ගොඩනවනවා මුළු දුනියෙන් දිවෙහි රාජ්‍ය Ooredooගේ M-Fasa මෙදුරිකෝ PayPalගේ හිටුමේ මිහාරු ගොඩනවනවා මුළු දුනියෙන් දිවෙහි රාජ්‍ය Ooredooගේ M-Fasa මෙදුරිකෝ PayPalගේ හිටුමේ මිහාරු ගොඩනවනවා මුළි දුනියෙන් දිවෙහි රාජ්‍ය උරීදුගේ එම්ෆෑසා මෙදුරිකෝ පේපෑල්ගේ හිතුමේ මිහාරුගේ බොඩැන්නවන් මුළි දුනියෙන් දිවෙහි රාජ්‍ය උරීදුගේ එම්ෆෑසා මෙදුරිකෝ පේපෑල්ගේ හිතුමේ මිහාරුගේ බොඩැන්නවන් මුළි දුනියෙන් දිවෙහි රාජ්‍ය උරීදුගේ එම්ෆෑසා මෙදුරිකෝ පේපෑල්ගේ හිතුමේ මිහාරුගේ බොඩැන්නවන් දිවෙහි රාජ්‍ය උරීදුගේ එම්ෆෑසා මෙදුරිකෝ පේපෑල්ගේ හිතුමේ මිහාරු ගොඩැන්නවාන්
And we are back once again. This is Ooredoo Nation's Esports Contender Series, Season 3. We've gone a long way, guys, and this is going to be our PUBG, the first day of our PUBG Contender Series. And of course, if you follow our socials, you will see that we're going to have a couple of games. And I'm sure I'll be seeing you for MLBB soon too. So we're going to have a lot of fun in the next couple of days. But once again, I am your caster Annie, and later on, Sam is gonna join me. So he's just a little busy right now. So right now, PUBG. I'm pretty sure you guys have been following our socials, especially on Instagram. So I think we have a lot of things in store for you guys. But for now, yes, we have a couple of days for our PUBG at first. So couple of days we're gonna do the group stage. We're gonna be watching a couple of teams go at it with each other and try to qualify for the we will see the grand finals in a couple of days after the group stages are done. But these are our matches. It looks like we will be having 5 maps only. This is going to be a rondo, and then we have 2 Erangels, and we have 2 Miramars. It's switched up a little so that we can kind of follow the usual like official PUBG tournament format. So this is a little bit more standardized. They switched it up in the official tournaments, and now we are going to be adapting that. First map will be Rondo, and then next will be Erangel, switched up with Miramar, and then Erangel, and then Miramar. So I mean, for the teams, they don't have to look at the same map for like a long time, several times in a row. So this is gonna be really, really fun. And the fact that Rondo is going to be first, so we're gonna be getting the wild card out of the way, like first things first. So I don't know with you guys, but that just it just makes things a little bit more safe, especially for the teams. They're gonna have a lot of peace of mind because Rondo it really is a wild card. You can get what 25 to 30 points in that map depending on how good your team. So, okay, we are going to be going on that plane immediately. And guys, once again, this is the Esports Contender Series for Ooredoo Nation. Our first day for the group stage for PUBG Mobile is here. And we will be landing on to our very first map. And it's going to be, according to the map schedule, will be Rondo. And so, with that, ladies and gentlemen, let us start this gig. And I think Sam will be joining me really, really soon. And so, all right, we will be starting again, I guess. So, There's just some things that happened back there. But yes, once again, guys, I hyped it up, but so we're back into the caster's desk. But yes, we will be having for sure the group stage today. We're just going to be ironing out anything backstage. So guys, we will be taking a short break just to do that. So guys, don't go anywhere. We'll be seeing you soon in a few minutes.
මුළි දුනියෙන් දිවෙහි රාජ්‍ය. උරීදුගේ එම්ෆෑසා මෙදුරිකෝ පේපෑල්ගේ හිතුමේ මිහාරු ගොඩැන්නවාන්. මුළි දුනියෙන් දිවෙහි රාජ්‍ය. උරීදුගේ එම්ෆෑසා මෙදුරිකෝ පේපෑල්ගේ හිතුමේ මිහාරු ගොඩැන්නවාන්. මුළි දුනියෙන් දිවෙහි රාජ්‍ය. උරීදුගේ එම්ෆෑසා මෙදුරිකෝ පේපෑල්ගේ හිතුමේ මිහාරු ගොඩැන්නවාන්. මුළි දුනියෙන් දිවෙහි රාජ්‍ය උරීදුගේ එම්ෆෑසා මෙදුරිකෝ පේපෑල්ගේ හිතුමේ මිහාරුදු ගොඩැන්නවන් මුළි දුනියෙන් දිවෙහි රාජ්‍ය උරීදුගේ එම්ෆෑසා මෙදුරිකෝ පේපෑල්ගේ හිතුමේ මිහාරුදු ගොඩැන්නවන් මුළි දුනියෙන් දිවෙහි රාජ්‍ය උරීදුගේ එම්ෆෑසා මෙදුරිකෝ පේපෑල්ගේ හිතුමේ මිහාරුදු ගොඩැන්නවන්
Okay, we are back once again, guys. This is the E-Sports Contender Series, Season 3 for Ooredoo Nation Gamers Landed. Once again, this is going to be PUBG Group Stage, first day. We saw a while ago what the maps look like. We're going to have 5 maps today for the Group A stage, and that's going to be starting off with Rondo. And if everything goes well, we should be seeing that flight path in a couple of seconds. But of course, Sam should be coming in with me after he's like not too busy anymore. So it looks like we have 67 players, 17 teams for this Group A stage. And if you guys
Yes.
see
Hello.
like any of the pub mats we should, or later on in the assets, we will be seeing which teams exactly will be playing. We have some new names, some names from the grassroots community, and of course
Yep.
some pretty popular names as well. So we are going to be looking forward to that. And the flight path, it looks like we will be going on to a little bit of a southern flight path for our very first map. There's going to be a lot of space up north where there won't be a lot of people. And unfortunately, that's where a lot of the recall towers are as well. So the teams will have to plan out for that. Let's see what the strategies will look like later on. We saw in the official tournaments usually are
Oh.
rather, our rondo strategy would be the 3-to-1 split, where there would be one player on the recall tower
Yes.
ready to recall everyone else, while the 3 other players go at it to get as much elimination points as possible. And so
Oh.
let's just see what they're going to be playing out for this
Yeah.
time around. But okay, we have a circle that will be hold up towards the second half of the flight path. So a lot of teams don't have to worry too much about rotating, because it's a good thing the circle isn't up north or anything like that. It's just going to be towards the western side, so we don't have to worry about that too much. But I did see a huge cluster of teams nearby, so we'll be watching out for that. I think we
Yep.
will be seeing some early game engagements, and Sam, I think, will be joining us right now. So, Sam, what is up?
Yep. I'm actually good, Annie, and it's really fun to have me back and you back and the Rido. This is actually the road to UGF, or the Ultimate Gaming Festival. Is like the World Cup for the players in Maldives, because it's only held like 3 years, once every 3 years. But yeah, actually, let's see. This is our Group A, actually, Annie. So actually, welcome to the game. But as you can see for now, we can actually see Game Over is on a clash with GameOVR Esports. We can see actually some shots going in, and actually the shot is not connecting, but it's connecting to one of the players out there. And actually we could actually see one of the players taken down, and it's gonna be finished soon. And I think this will be something bad for Team 187 from Team Game Over.
Ooh, yeah. Oh my gosh, we're still at it. We got Shana peeking out here and there. We got the OpEx just right outside. A couple of sprays coming around. There's still some bullets coming in. Trying to finally get spotted. 2 versus 1. We all know how that's gonna end up, but Rio Day is still in the game. And of course, we know with this split, all Rio Day really has to do as of this moment is go ahead and look for
The
any of
recalls.
those recall
Yep.
towers. You see E2S Seal. They're spotting out another team. Toby's very, very low on health,
Oh.
but just a little bit. Oh no, that's a nice clutch from Toby. Literally 1 HP left. Okay, that was a really, really good. E2S Seal still alive, but Toby will have to heal up. They got a couple of bandages and not too much resources just yet, so I'm a
Yes,
little bit
sir.
worried. And there's a lot of teams to watch out for. This is I think this is the place that I saw a while ago where there are a lot of
Mm-hmm.
teams clustered around. So it's gonna be really, really fun. But so it looks like they'll be cleaning up the place. SCL, 1 person down, and I'm sure Meow Khalifa's player will be spotted very, very soon. Ayan is going at it. They shoot themselves, but okay, it's actually Meow Khalifa Khalifa, who will be taking down one player from E2S. That was going to be Ayan, but Toby is still in the game, cooking up a grenade. Let's see if it hits. Let's see if it connects, and it connects just a little bit. But from the pack, it's going to be Paraboy, who will be taking down this player.
Of course, because actually this is a Rondo and you cannot hope everything will go your way. But actually, they're quite lucky because the recall tower meta is actually really forgiving in this actual phase. But as you can see for now on, we're gonna see LF Skyforce at the other side. They are still looting here and there. But actually, Annie, we have seen some fights at the start of the game. But for now, we can actually see some points in the map is actually still on a chill pill. We could actually see Zexos Esports. Yeah, look at the tag. And how would you read the player's name?
But, oh my gosh, my eyes don't like me. But oh well, there's a lot of new teams definitely, and a
Yep.
lot of new gamer tags, and I'm really excited for these guys to make a name for themselves. You know what? Why not? But here we have a couple of teams in this mini map. I think I can see three at least, and they're not really going at it at each other just yet. You can see Beast just kind of just walking around between windows. It kind of looks like an apartment complex in our country, but yeah, Atom is just peeking out here and about inside of this window. They're not really engaging yet. LV is not making any noise either. They're playing it safe, which is definitely not what you want to do in Rondo. Especially, you have to go very, very aggressive because you don't have a lot of time before the zones closes out. The zones close out. You can't have the recall tower access anymore. But here, it looks like CRN and FNT are going at each other. So there's one down from the side of CRN. Paraboy still up. Joker. Oh, this is Crown Esports. Okay, Crown
Yes.
Esports. Ahoot hits. Ahoot is that as of this moment. Paraboy already with 3 eliminations. Chico is right up here. There's an EMP zone, I believe, if I can just look at what
Yep,
the
it's an
assets look
EMP.
like. Okay, Goku is in, but Paraboy gets taken down on a revenge kill, just in and out, just like that. And we got one elimination confirmed, but Chico's gonna be going down as of this moment. Nido versus Chico. Grenade cooking about. Oh, they revealed their location. They're both grenades out. Nido's
Yep.
cooking it up, throwing in, but not really aiming it at the vicinity of this guy. And so they're just gonna be blindly throwing at it, which is I don't know if it's a good idea because
Mhm.
especially Chico only has one more grenade left. Let's see how this ends out.
Okay, actually, I don't think this is a really good part of Nido and Chico for now on because actually Chico is the last man standing, and actually I'm not really sure that if his team has the recall towers in hand. But for now, we can actually see Nido just giving in some nades up front, and actually, oh, they have someone at the recall, but Big Boss is taken down. Nido, one of the players that's gonna give the backup for Big Boss actually, but yeah, FNC Fanatic, it's quite an effort for them. But yeah, I guess for now, it's still the first map, and it's also take in mind it's Rondo, so many fluctuations can happen here and there. But actually, it's a really nice effort. 3 eliminations, definitely. I think they could get more eliminations indeed. But yeah, for now, I think Fnatic, I think they're still in the slow phase. Sunny, they're still really chilling out. But yeah, nobody knows what can actually happen. But for now, we can actually see
Ooh,
Team 187 Loop.
nice.
With Goat actually giving the initiations in and giving the shots in. He is gonna confirm 1 elimination. And Goat from the lower side giving the shots to the upper side of the pink team. I really believe that's Team NTR. And yeah, I guess 187 Loop, OPX Goat, and Nade. I think they will stay here. And actually, I think Goat is one of the players assigned to take more eliminations day by day, time by time. And actually, if we could actually see Mrs. Solid and Nadi is gonna be the 2 players that they're gonna hold the recall towers, because noticing that they're on a really huge split on this map, yeah, it might be a 50-50 on their efforts.
Well, that's a 2-4-2 split, which is definitely not usual, but let's see if it works. Let's definitely see if it works. They're still alive. We still have 17 teams, and so for sure, this is going to be just fine for the team. But here we can see a couple of recalls happening here and there, but everyone's still inside of the blue zone for some reason. But then again, it's still stage 2, so we'll be fine. We'll be fine. We'll just be watching out for any very crucial mistakes, because you definitely don't want to make any mistakes that will lead you to be completely wiped out from this map. There's the recall towers, you have second chances, so you just have to make sure that one person is always alive every single time. But here, GameOVR Esports, I'm a little bit nervous because there's all 4 players in the same area. They're going at it against SC, I believe. And okay, we have High getting 1. I think they'll get 2 as well. That's a confirmation as well. So this is going well. Game over. If you ask me, it's quite a risk this early on, having like all 4 teams in the same place in the zone as well. If they get wiped out, it's like a huge mistake. But for this moment in time, they actually pulled this off, and they are like 1.5 kilometers away from the play zone, so they should probably get at it. But here we have it. We're still looking at Meow Khalifa, still going at it, and we have another team coming in. NTR again. It looks like a different color, but yes, they're gonna be coming in. They might be causing some trouble for these guys, and Meow Khalifa is just trying to stay alive. Nova Insane still needs to heal up, and we got 2 players, Mr. Ladyboy and let me read this Korean. Noah Osutin.
Nah, you're
I
not
don't
Korean.
know.
You're not Korean.
No, I can read the alphabet. Okay, but here we have. Okay, that was not a good idea because yep, Meow Khalifa. It looks like they got the grenade to the face. Didn't work out, and now that is going to be our first team elimination actually for this rondo.
Actually, Meow Khalifa, one of my favorite team. No, guys, just kidding. I think New like it because New likes cats. But let's see later, because we can actually see our LN and NRS for now on. They're gonna give some shots up ahead, but yeah, okay. I think the shot's not connecting, and Annie actually thinking of Rondo. I'm really hoping teams are gonna go for the aggressive play for now on. Why? Because Rondo is one of the map that is gonna replace Sandhawk, but actually the tempo is gonna be maintained better in this actual map. And actually, as we could see, the kill message are going here and there, but for now on, actually we cannot see any more like close quarter combat action. But let's see in the other side of the map, MD Live, LV Rafil. Actually, I think he's gonna push 1 player up ahead, and that's from Team SC. And for now, from Team SC, I'm not really sure if he is gonna notice the player of Rafil from MD Live coming in, but he's gonna do the recall Zahu or Jamu. Actually, I think he's gonna notice, but he's gonna do the recall, and he definitely gets the moment. But ooh, I think this is actually gonna be something fun, because noticing for now on, we can actually see Rafil. Rafil is still holding it in. Rafil still waiting, and Jamu has a really nice advantage from the top. And actually, I think he's giving a stickinate, and I think it wouldn't go kaboom real soon. It's gonna go kaboom, but actually Toldo and upper side getting one of the players up ahead. And I think Toldo gets a really nice assess for Rafil.
I don't know if I saw that right. I think Toldo just recalled, and this guy jumped him from the roof, and well, it was just not a good thing for SC. And now we're down to 14 teams left on our rondo. I mean, it's still 13 minutes in, so it's not good, but it's not that bad either. So now we're going to be watching out for a little bit more teams. We can see we're actually quite at the edge of this stage 3 circle. So there's going to be a little bit of gatekeeping that's happening as of this moment. And you can see that Shot does need the revive, does need the save from their team. And then Shot is living up to their name. That shot 4 eliminations already, so you guys have to save this guy. But all right, we got another team elimination. We did see it on screen, but yes, we have 13 teams left. We got 42 now, 41 players remaining. I don't know if they can still recall. We're at stage 4, so it might be a little bit hard to access those recall towers as of this moment. I don't actually see any of them in the mini map as of this moment, so I guess people will have to treat this more or less like a regular Wrangle or Miramar game from now on. It's
Yep.
over, guys. We don't have any aggressions anymore. We can't
Mm-hmm.
play too easily. We have to play our cards right, and that's
Yep.
exactly what E2S7 is doing right now. They're just checking the windows. They're just watching out for NOS or NTR, and they're just this other team. They're just circling around E2S7 as of this moment.
Yeah, but for now on, actually, E2S, they need to actually wait for the teams to do an entry because by their waiting, I'm really guessing that they could actually take some more extra eliminations because noticing Rondo, they only have 3 eliminations and I don't think that's enough for in the long run actually. But the other side with actually the other team, Xeron Starlight, and for now on, I think Xeron Starlight, they're still just waiting up ahead. There's nothing actually going on their side. But NRS also criminal. I think this is a smooth criminal like Michael Jackson indeed. But for now on, criminal is going for a head-to-head. But ooh, the elimination with the vehicle is gonna crush his expectations. And Chipe at the other side going in for a long-range fight. But for now, I don't think from Team Ellen and NRS could have a really nice performance in our first map, despite only having 2 players and 1 eliminations on the 15-minute time.
Yeah. Well, it's definitely not good. Like objectively speaking, from a Rondo point of view, it's not good
Lol.
to just have one elimination. So, but I'm sure NRS is a pretty decent team, and they come up in the grand finals time and time again. We've already seen these guys quite a lot, but here they're going against Fanatic. So
Ooh.
we can see Nido actually a couple of HP left. Lucid, they did risk going, disembarking the car and trying to take down those eliminations for themselves. They're just prioritizing getting into the edge of the circle. I don't really like this positioning this early on. They're clearly smack in the middle of the open field. There's such an open target as of this moment, but okay, it's working out as of this moment. So you know what? We'll just wait and see what happens. But here we're going to be watching out for Crown Esports. They're inside the building. They have a slight advantage from that point of view. We got Skyforce. Okay, we got Skyforce. We have a couple of familiar names. I do see Toma and Anish, and okay, we have a Dokken as well, and NS 1897. We're going to be throwing in some grenades. We see another team. Let's see if it connects. We got a couple of seconds left to go before that grenade hits. And it looks like it's not really connecting all that much. But so we have a lot of time. We're still 16 minutes, just 17 minutes into the game. We got 11 teams left to worry about. And the stage 5 circle is going to close in a couple of seconds. And as you can see in the mini map, there's so many teams that need to keep moving. So this is going to be really, really bloody in a couple of minutes left to go. So let's see how it plays out.
Actually, Annie, I'm thinking about like why don't actually we predict the team that's gonna go to the winner when it's gonna there. I'm actually personally predicting Team E2S7 Seals, but let's see if my prediction is correct because they are clashing actually with another team for now on. I'm actually shotguns. They basically annihilated Crown Esports, one of the players. Unfortunately, they cannot actually do a squad wipe right there, but NRS Chief play at the other side. They're gonna get pushed by Team Game Over, and it's actually game over for them. But the other side, we can actually see Team E2S Seal7. They're actually still fighting. Dibu, one of the players appointed actually to have the push or to have the main command for now on. I'm really thinking that he's the IGL, but Solid again and again as the rusher pushing it in, getting one more elimination in hand, and the TPP or the FPP play is not giving a really good impression for now on. One of the players taken down on the upper side from another vision of angle, and actually they must be really careful because at the other side, LF Skyforce either he is gonna get eliminated well despite he's eliminating another team at the other side of the map.
It's a little bit of a mess as of this moment. Yes, we are at the critical time of this map. Chico all alone from Crown Esports, and Crown Esports is a pretty decent team. We see them quite a lot, in the upper parts of it. I mean, in the upper ranks of, let's say, if we ranked out all the teams from Maldives, yes, these guys come out quite a lot up there. But here, NRS, we're gonna be just scouting out the place. That's exactly what they're doing. Fnatic is still in the game. They got 3 players left, and in fact, there's 4 teams left. We got Fnatic, GameOVR NOS, and E2S Seal. And Seal is Sam's prediction. And I think Seal is going for the long game as of this moment. But here, Fnatic, okay, they got 1 knockdown, but they couldn't quite confirm that just yet. And he are still running around. Fnatic Fear definitely has no fear out in the open. Personally, this is really risky, but it's a good thing that Fear managed to crash down into this bush behind this boulder just in time. We can see NTR, they're getting spotted, but Fear has to run. Fear has to run for their lives because this stage 6 circle is not forgiving, and there we have it. 1 hit to the face, and Fnatic is gone. We are down to 3 teams left. 19 minutes into the game. It's quite fast. I like it so much, Sam.
You definitely like it so much, Annie. But this is it. Almost going to our final blow for now on. Ayan giving up the nades, but for now on, the nades are popping off, but it is not on point. We can actually see Ayan still there, still waiting, but for now, we can actually still see Debu, indeed Debu. On this side, they are also waiting for the face of the game, but actually, we can actually analyze that the E2S Seal is at the advantage because seeing this game over, he's actually pushing. What the hell? But Debu giving the shots in with S12K with the nade. Indeed, team game over is gonna be eliminated, and this is it. And TR versus E2S is my prediction. Is my prediction gonna be correct? Let's just see, because Ayan giving the nades in. The nades is going in, but kaboom! Oh, never mind. He's not getting the elimination, but let's see. I think there will be a nade for Ayan indeed, and Ayan has taken down. It's gonna be 1v1. It's gonna be a fair fight, but let's see. The nade is going up front. He's gonna go for the finish, and Debu, as the last man standing, is gonna have a 1v1. He's gonna have 1v1 throwing the nades, but for now on, I think the nades will not do a lot of work. But actually, Debu spotted one of the players indeed giving the nades in, and oh no, never mind, there is no even a splash damage coming in from Debu MX, but Debu MX for now on giving in the nade, and E2S Seal does not goes to the winner chicken dinner, and they are gonna go to lobby. Congrats for Team NRS Xentrix.
Congratulations to NRS Xentrix. That was such a clutch. I'm not even joking. That was such a clutch. That was a 1 versus 1. I thought E2S7 had it. It was a 2 versus 1, and Ayan went down, and that's when things went frantic. You can see the last 2 players standing. They were just going at it at each other. It was a huge nail biter, and in the end, that one crucial grenade that E2S7 unfortunately couldn't sidestep, tried in time. NTR managed to get this winner chicken dinner, and we can see the stats as of this moment. We got 6 eliminations for Jana. Congratulations. And we got 67 and does have 4 eliminations. AMXN has 2, and Kenchi has 1. I think Kenchi kicked the bucket a little bit early on, so we won't be seeing this guy having a lot of eliminations yet. But the very important thing is that this team has the chicken dinner, and if we're following the usual format for our official PUBG tournaments, then we should be seeing an NRS Xentrix rather, with 10 points for the placements, and then of course we got the elimination points, which is nice. But here is the MVP. We got Jana, last person standing, with the 6 eliminations, 1k damage, 1086 damage. In fact, we got 5 assists and also 1 headshot. Nice job to this guy, and pretty sure we'll be seeing a few more assets, and that is going to be the match rankings. We only have 1 match, so I think we can pretty much guess what's going to be happening here. As for this moment, yes, of course, we have NRS Xentrix getting the 23 points. If you ask me for a Rondo map, it's okay. It's mid-tier, actually. Usually good teams would get 30 points, but there's a good spread of points. Basically, E2S7, they have the 19 points. GameOVR has 15, but I'm a little bit worried from rank 7 down. The single-digit earners from this Rondo map definitely have to step up. We need more eliminations for this team. I think it's just that as a collective, this group stage, they're not too aggressive. We're not seeing a lot of eliminations happening. We're not seeing a lot of recalls, which I really hope would change in the next Rondo maps, because this is a huge opportunity for the teams, and this is like Rondo with the second chances, they have to go very very aggressive. But yes, the MVP is actually a niche from Skyforce with the 7 eliminations, one shy of Janus elimination points, and the damage dealt is slightly a little bit less. We got 848. But here, today's matches, we have NTR Xentrix getting the first winner chicken dinner. We'll be moving on to Erangel after that, and then you can see the rest of the match schedules over there. But yes, that should be it for our very first map, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we will be going on to map number 2 in a couple of minutes. So guys, do not go anywhere. We'll be seeing you soon for our Erangel map in a few minutes. So guys, don't go anywhere. We'll be seeing you soon after this break.
මුළි දුනියෙන් දිවෙහි රාජ්‍ය උරීදුගේ එම්ෆෑසා මෙදුරිකෝ පේපෑල්ගේ හිතුමේ මිහාරු ලිබඩැන්නවාන් මුළි දුනියෙන් දිවෙහි රාජ්‍ය උරීදුගේ එම්ෆෑසා මෙදුරිකෝ පේපෑල්ගේ හිතුමේ මිහාරු ලිබඩැන්නවාන් මුළි දුනියෙන් දිවෙහි රාජ්‍ය උරීදුගේ එම්ෆෑසා මෙදුරිකෝ පේපෑල්ගේ හිතුමේ මිහාරු ගොඩැන්නවාන් මුළි දුනියෙන් දිවෙහි රාජ්‍ය උරීදුගේ එම්ෆෑසා මෙදුරිකෝ පේපෑල්ගේ හිතුමේ මිහාරු ගොඩැන්නවාන්
Yes, we are starting once again, and this is Ooredoo Nation Gamers Land Esports Contender Series Season 3 PUBG. Of course, this is the group stage as we saw a while ago. We just witnessed the first map, which is Rondo, with I don't know, like for Rondo standards, I'm hoping for a little bit more aggression, but now we are simmering it down to Erangel on our second map. So, guys, look forward to it. I'm definitely excited because we already saw how Rondo worked out, and we have a lot of teams to look out for, of course. We have NRS Xentrix, which, of course, won the chicken dinner with that 1 versus 1 clutch that we saw in the last couple of seconds of the previous game. And we have E2S7 who did a really great job. I think they more or less did a long game sort of thing. They weren't too aggressive on the Rondo map, and that actually goes on to a lot of the teams are not too aggressive. So I think we'll be seeing worse than that in Erangel and Miramar later on. If they're not aggressive in Rondo, they're definitely not aggressive in Erangel and Miramar, hopefully. So with that, I think we'll be starting in a couple of seconds. It is some time, but for me, yes, there are a lot of teams to look out for, especially Game Over. They also are a team to look out for. They showed up in grand finals in the previous tournaments time and time again. So I have quite the hopes for these guys. And for the other teams, yes, I did familiar teams as well. I don't know if they changed their names or it's just the letters on the assets, but there's definitely some players, like individual players, that are a little bit familiar. So, guys, let's look forward to that. But for this time around, we'll be seeing the very first Orango map for our group stage for this PUBG Esports Contender Series. We'll be starting off with the flight path. It starts off from Stauber. No one's dropping off there because nobody likes Stauber. And it's going to go way down to Primorsk. And unfortunately, towards the southeastern part of this map, we won't be seeing a lot of teams because well, the flight path won't be favoring that as of this moment. So we can see
Go.
school, Pochinki, Gatka, some other places, they're very, very much accessible. So let's keep an eye out for them. And I'm sure Sam will be joining us really soon. So, Sam, what's up?
What's up? I'm Fiber. Do you understand? No, no, guys. That's actually yeah,
Not sponsored.
not sponsored, but that's that jokes, I guess. I'm still young, guys. I'm still young. But yeah, this is it. Our second match of the day. We're going to our OG map. Actually, Annie and Angle, everybody knows this map. Every curves, every it sounds so wrong saying that. But yeah, everybody knows this is default map of PUBG Mobile, and that's the OG map indeed. But yeah, let's see. There is some teams like LV and the yellow teams up there. I think they're going in for Clash really soon. Just noticing that most of them are actually quite what's the name I think they're quite good, but let's see later how could they actually fight and how they could actually bring the game to the table, because seeing this I'm not really expecting like full on let's go Erangel, but I'm trying to find a chill Erangel. I think it's not a chill Erangel any, but like the tempo I think is not fast as that. But oh, I think I'm wrong,
Mhm.
because we can actually see Team Seal7 they're actually on a contest with another team. I believe that's Team Fanatic, and there's Goku, Big Boss, Nu, and Nido, and actually Fear. But Nido going in sharply for Team E2S Seal7. They couldn't actually get
Ooh.
a blunder again and again, but actually Ayan taking Fnatic Goku down, it's a trade-off. And actually if I they're on a 3-man squad because one of the players has been eliminated early, and what, it's actually so far there actually for Team Apex. But I think Apex got one player, but actually Fnatic Fear going for a flank, and I think this is a really risky play for them. Despite this, Ayan is actually seeing Big Boss at the backside either. It's the same for Nido, and actually they're quite well aware, but Ayan with the
Ooh.
AK-47 haven't got the momentum to actually take some knockouts. But actually Ayan going back in, and actually I think he's still waiting here and there, but actually this is actually just hip fires or pre-fires to make this region quite lively, Annie.
Ooh, I was actually wondering what team took down E2SF because it wasn't Fnatic. And so I saw the Apex. I couldn't see them from the mini map. I was really confused. But here we have it. It's not going very well for E27. Ian is going to be going down. And I'm just peeking at this. E2S7 should have lost one player. So it's not going well like time and again, but this is the problem with early game engagements. It's pretty much a luck based game as to who gets the better guns and if you get a gun at all. But here, Fnatic will be overpowering E2S7 by the numbers from now on because we got two players on the ground floor. We got Ian trying to hide out. No, rather that's Solid, I believe, who's going to be hiding out, but still manages
Ooh.
a 2 versus 1, gets one, but unfortunately, Nido will be getting the last laugh, and that is one elimination on their side. E2S7 is suffering as of this moment. Ian half health ish. Toby does need to get saved as of this moment. E2S Seal, as far as I can see, they're not doing too hot as of this moment. There's only one active player left. We got Xeron trying to be a fourth party, I believe, but they're a
I
little
don't
bit
know.
late to the party. But Fnatic, yes, they are here for the taking as well, and they are licking up their wounds. They don't have a lot of resources, especially since they are competing with E2S7 in this vicinity. So looks like Fnatic will be starting off with Xeron. They have some information, and they're trying to shoot at Jelly and Miyaru as of this moment. Okay, Toby got finished off. I think they could get healed up, so that was pretty much what happened. Okay,
Ooh.
Ian saw that throwable, but at least it wasn't a grenade. They're trying to hide out, but they're not giving any information whatsoever. But Fear, okay, throwing it another. Don't think anything's happening. Fear should have a grenade if they wanted to move this around. But as I said, they're competing with resources with E2S7, so I'm not too hard about them having the grenades to do this. In fact, Ian doesn't even have grenades. Look at that inventory. It was empty basically. So here, Fnatic going up against Ian. It looks like Xeron actually disengaged from this fight as well. Nido coming in. All right, we got Smokes coming right up. Nido's going onto the second floor. They're going DEFCON 1 on just literally one player from E2S7 as of this moment. So, all right, let's see. Nido coming in on the front lines. They have a couple of tries left to go, but Ian finally gets finished off. That's our first team
Oh
eliminated
man.
off on our Erangel. And that's going to be E2S7, unfortunately.
That's a disaster for Team
Yeah.
E2S TM7 because they almost got the winner chicken dinner, but yeah,
Yeah.
like they said, never mind. We're not gonna go take the winner chicken dinner. I think that's bad enough, actually, Annie, because noticing that this game is quite slow, and actually it's really slow, and yeah, I think like I'm gonna just say good luck to like most of the teams indeed. Zexos and yeah, I'm really thinking like I would say it's Zexos than rather the tag, cause yeah, if you know, you know. But okay, seeing Zexos here, sex right? Oh, never mind.
Sam, please. Okay, let's figure a Z. Okay, I tried to say like, okay, never mind. You know what? I'm just gonna call them Zach sauce.
Yep,
I don't. That's what they wrote there. You
that's
know
what I'm
what? Why
talking
not?
about.
That's what they wrote there. They're
Yeah,
going up against.
yeah, the viewers are happy for now, actually.
They're ecstatic at the name. Can you guys please like? I don't know why they chose Zexos. I don't, but it's very hard to not mess up. But nonetheless, speaking of messing up, Brown Joker is getting sprayed at by a niche long range. That's a really nice gun. We got a really nice scope from this guy, but Joker is unfortunately still alive, and we can see Anish just try to close in. We got
Yep.
Toma on the close range battle. Joker is trying to get away, but unfortunately, Skyforce is forcing this in. They're giving the chase, and they finally wipe the floor clean from Crown. Unfortunately, Crown will be saying goodbye as the second team to get eliminated off and die. You guys like noticed the teams that got eliminated in this map first are actually really established
Yeah.
teams. We got Crown Esports and E2S Seal. They both got eliminated so early on. So I think in this game we'll be expecting maybe some of the less spotlighted teams will be shining as of this moment. And it's a little bit exciting, but as of this moment we're seeing Xeron versus Skyforce versus Apex in this particular part of the map. Let's see how this plays out.
Yeah, but for now, actually, we can actually see two people knocked out right here, and I don't know why I'm saying it using that accent. I'm so sorry, guys. But okay, let's see. NRS 1897. I think he's gonna push, but for now on, actually, he's gonna get one eliminated, one knockdown up ahead. But for now, ooh, this was a close call. Actually, we could actually see Xeron also pushing to the upper side, but ooh, actually, Toma, giving a really nice backup indeed. But actually, and you know, the Zexos has a long yeah, they're really, really ecstatic and really happy to play at Primos actually. They decide to hold it, and yeah, Zex Vortex has a long duration. Oh, that's also wrong, but yeah, for now on, we can actually see Vortex gets one indeed, and I think he's gonna find the second one right here, Toko, at the backside, actually seeing it, but Vortex gets one, Vortex get two, and the Zex.
No, nice.
Oh, and I mean, Zexos got two. total elimination. I think they could actually be better in this game because Zex actually,
Oh,
oh, usually they perform quite well in the scrims previously. I've casted before Annie, but I guess for Tex from now on, I think they're under the radar for now. For Tex from Team Zexos, actually still waiting to actually pick to Team Game Over higher right there. But yeah, actually we could just see them, yeah, waiting here and there, and actually over high, actually on the open, but Zexos, that's what she said. Yeah. They're gonna go down soon. No, not soon, they're gonna go bye bye.
you scream higher pitch than me. But okay, yeah, that was quite unfortunate for Zexos there. Vortex did so well with the double kill, but
Ah,
unfortunately they couldn't follow through after that. But here Skyforce with the 9 eliminations. These guys are beasts. These guys never disappoint. And so I'm really excited for Skyforce for this game because it looks like they already have 9 eliminations. And to think that a chicken dinner has 10 points, they almost got chicken dinner in terms of points, that's it. But okay, we're seeing a lot of eliminations as of this moment. Beats the last person standing, but they'll be trying to revive the rest of their players. I think it's still possible as long as they don't get spotted within those smokes. I know some players love spraying at smokes if they have extra ammo. But as of this moment, yes, we're looking at Xeron as of this moment. We got NRS surrounding them right now. We got Lucid, Criminal, Toxic, Cheapy. So this is the OG Elenet NRS. I know
OG
NRS has a lot of other
elements.
the
Yep,
the Elements, and then the NRSs also, they have other
they're
teams,
asses.
but these guys are the
What?
OGs. This is Toxic, this is Criminal, this is Lucid, this is Jippy. These guys are amazing. But okay, we're circling around zero on as of this moment. There are a couple of teams that got eliminated off. We're seeing 9 teams as of this moment just from these statistics alone. We got NRS try to position themselves. Xeron still hiding out in this compound, and we're gonna be waiting them out, just as NRS, Ellen and NRS is
Cookie.
waiting them out. And you can see Cookie, Cookie's hiding. They're watching this door. I think Cookie should like hide just right behind this corridor. I don't know. I'm
Uh-huh.
not a very good player, but
Oh,
if the if the pro players are doing it, I'm not complaining. But here, okay, Cookie's gonna be cooking up a grenade. A Cookie
boom.
up a grenade. Gonna be throwing in to a closed door. They're giving away a little bit of their location, and I'm kind of nervous because that was their last grenade.
Yep.
Uh, you know what, Cookie, you're gonna do well. You're gonna do well in life. NRS is gonna be knocking down your door, and NRS is not going too aggressively. They know that there's a full team here. There's a full squad. The team just went down, so NRS should be a little bit more confident as of this
Boom.
moment. Okay, Cookie will be going on
Ah.
to that damage, and there's only so little left on their health left. And Toxic will be
Boom.
throwing
Ah.
some more grenades. They have so much resources right now that they're basically just bombarding Xeron right now. This is just grenades alone, guys. There aren't any bullets yet, and look at that. They got wiped out already. NRS never disappointing. We got one more team eliminated from this Erangel map, and now we're down to 8 teams, and NRS has their 4 eliminations in.
Yep, they have 4 eliminations indeed, Annie. And yeah, that's good. That's what I'm actually talking about. But yeah, for now on, let's focus on LF Skyforce because for Skyforce Toma, I think he's clearing,
Ooh.
and Fanatic is eliminated. Goodbye, Fanatic. But yeah, again and again, they're gonna go to lobby really, really soon. But yeah, this is it, I guess. LF Skyforce, they are just really on the move for now on.
Yeah, they are on the move, and now we're down to 17. We are stage 3 as of this moment. We're still 14 minutes in, so we're just chilling, guys. We're just chilling right now. We're just watching out for any other clashes because as of this moment, I'm seeing NRS and I'm not seeing any other teams. This is the edge of the circle, so I guess no one else is trying to close in. I'm not sure what the asset, if the assets will be showing us like partial HP bars, because it looks like everyone still has full health. I'm not sure if it changes,
Yeah,
but
it's
yeah,
full health.
um, yeah, everyone is in full health, so I'm gonna assume nobody is in the blue zone. Everyone's like nice and settled into the Erangel map. And you see Team NOS, NTR, I think. Yeah, I'm gonna call them Team NOS because that's what it looks like here. And I'm confused because their logo is NRS Xeron. You know what? I'm not gonna ask too many questions.
It's
It's
not
quite a mess. But
Xeron. It's
the logo says NRS Xeron, I believe, in the access.
Yeah. Oh, because they're like sponsored by Xeron, but there's a NOS. It's like the team that has collaborated because that occurs a lot in this kind of region, like SDMZX someone, and then maybe this is one of the teams that's actually fighting either, or maybe collaborating. But for now, actually NRS, I think this is the OG NRS, right? With the Toxic and everybody else.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think they're gonna fight really soon because for now we only have 7 teams left. What a quick game. I definitely like it for the quick
Yeah.
tempo indeed. But Toxic almost taken down, but I guess we are gonna see some compounding in some positions or some points in this actual map. Toxic at the backside actually still just going in and in, going round and round with the McLaren and an MC20 right there. Toxic also, they're quite chill. And actually, Annie, I think they are not gonna fight that soon because noticing that it's only the phase 3 of the zone. And I think for phase 3 they shouldn't fight like that seriously because noticing that they still have compounds, they still have the houses, the ridges. They get to actually just take a chill pill and wait for zone 4 and 5 to have maximum endurance and maximum performance of what could they actually trade off. But actually we haven't seen like a really good trade off in this map for our second map of the day. But let's just see who's actually gonna be the winner chicken dinner. Annie, I think Nos
Mhm.
will get the winner chicken dinner. If it's not Nos, it's gonna be NRS.
Yeah. NRS, NOS, yeah, they're good teams. They're definitely good teams. I can see NOS as of this moment. Yes, 0 eliminations, but they are going very, very carefully. Yeah, it kind of feels
Never
like
mind.
E2S7 in the previous map in Rondo. But here, okay, we got 187. They spotted. Was that NRS? I'm not. My short-term memory is horrible. I can't even remember which team that was anymore. But yes, 187. They're trying to go about. They already have 4 eliminations in. They have this vantage point, which is really, really nice, but also really way long range as well. And they are at the edge of the circle, so they don't have to watch out for the backs too much, especially once that stage 4 circle closes in. And there are some pretty decent teams still in the lineup. We got Game Over. They're still in the game. NOS, of course, we saw a while ago. And Skyforce with the 12 eliminations already on this Erangel map. They're doing so well. But as of this moment, okay, NOS, the spot Skyforce. We have NRS. Let me try to read this. What's his name? Anyways, yeah, it was a Korean name, but they will be looking it out on the rooftops. There are a couple of players from Skyforce who are positioning themselves over there. It looks like there's a 2-for-2 split for Skyforce as of this moment. So they still have a full team. They can pretty much pull that out. Okay, hold on. Wait, Skyforce did lose 2 players according to the assets. So I don't know. I can't quite remember what happened in this game already. A lot of things happened, but as of this moment, yes, it's a little bit quiet. Stage 4 circle is gonna close in a couple of seconds, and then we'll see what stage 5 is gonna look at. But as of this moment, yes, the teams aren't really moving about too much yet. They're saving their energy. We got 187 positioning themselves. NRS is nearby. We got Criminal. We got Toxic. That's like 2 Britney Spears songs, but they're
What?
still chilling. Yeah, I'm in love with a Criminal, and also You're Toxic. I'm slipping under, and yeah, never mind, guys.
Okay, I'm pretty
You
up
know
for
what?
that.
You know what? Excuse me. Everyone knows who Britney Spears is. But you know what? That's fine. The circle will close in. We're already at stage 5, and hopefully things will move on after this a little bit faster.
Yeah, but I'm not noticing why they're not actually fighting. They're
Yeah.
really slow. Not in a bad way, but yeah, I guess they are too calm actually. But ooh, let's see, Chipe at the backside going in to push from one team 178, and actually I think when they're gonna push, actually I hope they could gain some eliminations. But Chipe crashing in, I think. If there's someone holding at the lower side, he's gonna be eliminated. But with this vehicle, I'm not really sure that it's a safe. It is burning for now on, and I'm sure it's gonna explode in a moment. But Chipe almost knocked out, but NRS, they're still in perfect shape. They still have 4 players, and I think they're all still alive. But for now, actually, the team is really on the 50-50 verge. Let's just see who's gonna win this. But actually, at the other side, we can actually see game over. I think they're actually wanna end someone's game either because they are throwing the nades up front. But for now on, there's a trading Nova Insane right there. They're really holding it in. But Chana, I think with this compound, he actually have really nice plays to hold and to actually be sturdy. But for now on, we could actually
Ooh.
see one of the players going in with grenades, but again and again they're not knocked out yet because game over. I think they're really being careful because noticing the efforts of, for example, team E2S Seal7, despite they actually have a chance to win and they can't for the last game. I think game over learned from that, and for now on they're really being careful. But on the other hand, Annie, being too careful in this game is not also a good play.
Yeah, it's. I mean, I would prefer the aggression to go to Rondo, but yeah, I like this one also. Okay, Genji coming right up and getting those sprays on, but unfortunately, they're just way out of bounds, and now they're gonna be shot down. This water is making me really nervous, but here Namco finally getting into land, so NOS, they're gonna be in a lot of trouble. They are in deep water, literally. Deadshot's already dead into the water. Coco's gonna be next, but Namco taking a bit of damage. Where is that from? But yes, nonetheless, Nos will be eliminated off, and so with that, we are going down. 6 teams left. We're finally going back into the ground. We got game over. Spray on
Ooh.
into STL. That's a nice shot, and Modi's gonna be going down. But okay, the SC Vintage takes out Criminal as well in another part of the map. We got another elimination here and there. We got 17 players left. We got 22 minutes into the game, and we can see that small circle. There's a lot of water in there, so there's a lot of things that could go wrong, especially for teams that will have to make their rotations. The Sage 6 circle. Okay, I'm just gonna say I love this circle. It's a very brutal. Look at where the next circle is. It's just in the little island in the boatyard. What are the chances of that happening? It's just crazy. But yeah, game over will have to move if ever this stage 6 circle will close in onto their area, because the stage 6 is not a joke. But here, even Nova Insane, Mr. Lady Boy, STL Bodhi, they're gonna be in a huge
Ooh.
bit of trouble. If it's not game over, that will take them down. It's gonna be the blue circle. Oh, Chana's gonna be going down as well.
Yep.
And that is brutal. I love it, but it's also brutal. Skyforce, 15 eliminations already, and they are safely dodging that circle. But NRS, as of this moment, will have the advantage of the positioning. Let's see how this plays out, because this circle hates these players. It's crazy.
Yeah, but for now, we could actually see LS Skyforce. They are on their best momentum, but Team 12 almost taken down. But I'm not really sure are they taken down or not, because let's see. LNN and the rest, they're still there, and actually, they're just waiting from the other side. Because we could actually see Team 11 Sky, they're actually pushing for now on. And actually, that's it. One of the players is going to be eliminated, and NTR is actually eliminated. LF Sky, NRS is eliminated, and I think LF Sky will gonna get the winner chicken dinner, Annie.
Ooh, yes, it's possible. We got a game over versus Elf Skyforce. Skyforce already has 18 eliminations. What's one more, you know? Once game over says game over. And game over high has a huge disadvantage. They're not within the island, and unfortunately, the island is the only safe place. And so, game over. Okay, game over actually managed to get into the island. They're hugging the circle, but Skyforce, they got the numbers advantage. So, High will either have to play their cards very perfectly right now, or Skyforce will pretty much get this in. Okay, High just took a lot of damage. That blue zone's gonna eat this up, so I'm not looking very good. Okay, grenade coming in. Let's see if it connects. And that is it. Toma gets that last nail into the coffin. And we got Skyforce with the 19 eliminations and the winner in the chicken dinner. I believe this is more points than the chicken dinner from Rondo of all things. That's absolutely crazy. But here we have it, guys. Congratulations once again to LF Skyforce. We got Adish with the 5 eliminations. We got Toma with 8. Doc with a 0 as of this moment. I'm judging from the 147 damage received. This guy got eliminated quite early on, and we got NS 1897 with the 6 eliminations, but the damage with 551, just slightly bit less than Anish with 683. So well, Toma does have 797's very decent amount of damage, especially if you compare it to the eliminations. So congratulations once again to Toma from Skyforce for getting the MVP of the team. We got 8 eliminations. We got 797 damage, 4 assists, 1 headshots. A great game, especially for Irango. It's a more or less the same tempo as Rondo. Surprisingly, I'm really hoping that the future Rondo maps will be a little bit more aggressive. But unfortunately, yes, we are getting the same energy that we saw in Rondo in Erangel as well. Here's the match rankings. Of course, we do have the Skyforce. Yes, I told you guys a while ago we got 29 total points because they have a huge amount of eliminations. But coming up second is GameOVR Esports with 13 total points. We got LNN NRS with 11. We got SINCEmv Esports with 8. Tying up with 187 Loop with 8 points. Fanatic with 4, Meow Khalifa with 3, alongside MD Live with 3. Apex, Zexos, and Crown each have 2 points. And there are a lot of teams with 1 point. We got Team NOS, NRS Xentrix, NRS Xeron, and E2S7 each have 1 total point. And we got Xeron Starlight and NGB Esports. Unfortunately, they got 0 points as of this moment. So, I mean, it's a kind of decent for this map as of this moment, but there's only 2 maps. But this is what matters the most: the overall ranking. Skyforce with the 42 points. They had a decent amount of points in the previous game, and now they're carrying it over with the 29 points rather from this game. They got the 42 points, and coming up with GameOVR Esports, a little bit of a drop to 28 points in second place, and the top 3 will be NRS Xerontrix with the 24 points. We got E2S Seal7 with 20, etc. And guys, this is today's matches. We are 2 out of 5 as of this moment. We got NTR in the first chicken dinner. We got Skyforce with the second chicken dinner. And so with that, well, we're going to be moving on to match number 3 in Miramar. It's a hugely different map, but of course, we all know what Miramar is like. It's a little bit slower than Rondo, definitely slower than Arango. And so, guys, before that happens, of course, as usual, we'll be taking a short break. So, guys, do not go anywhere. We'll be seeing you soon.
මුළි දුනියෙන් දිවෙහි රාජ්‍ය. උරීදුගේ එම්ෆෑසා මෙදුරිකෝ පේපෑල්ගේ හිතුමේ මිහාරුගි බොඩැන්නවාන්. මුළි දුනියෙන් දිවෙහි රාජ්‍ය උරීදුගේ එම්ෆෑසා මෙදුරිකෝ පේපෑල්ගේ හිතුමේ මිහාරුගි බොඩැන්නවාන් මුළි දුනියෙන් දිවෙහි රාජ්‍ය උරීදුගේ එම්ෆෑසා මෙදුරිකෝ පේපෑල්ගේ හිතුමේ මිහාරුගි බොඩැන්නවාන්
Once again, we are back to Ooredoo Nation Gamers Land E-Sports Contender Series Season 3. And of course, this is still PUBG. We are at the group stage. I believe this is Group A. And we just saw the first two maps. Rondo, of course, a little less aggressive from what I expected from Rondo. But the air angle, yes, there were a lot of teams that shined quite a lot. And I was really happy with Skyforce's performance, especially with the 19 eliminations that they had from just one map alone. And it's not even Rondo; it's actually in Erangel. So it's really nice. My eyes are peeled for Skyforce as of this moment because they are one of the big names on this group stage. But of course, there are a lot of teams to look out for. Of course, E2S7, they are quite behind by like second place, so they are another team to watch out for. And of course, there's some other really popular teams that are in, but there are some teams that are coming right up from the community that I want to keep an eye out as well. So that's something that we'll be looking forward to later on. But as of this moment, yes, we will be moving on to map number 3, which is going to be Miramar. And we all know, compared to Rondo, compared to Arango, Miramar is a whole different beast in terms of reaching out the game. And of course, we'll be starting off with our we're gonna be watching out for this flight path. It's gonna be starting off from Impala all the way to Trailer Park, passing through El Pozo, Power Grid, Picado, La Bendita, and Los Leones just a little bit towards the south. And I guess Hacienda del Patron is still accessible, so it's not gonna be too much of a trouble, too much of a hassle for these guys. But yeah, nonetheless, we'll just be watching out for any potential or early game engagements if ever it happens. And I'm just looking at the map really quickly. It seems that Xeron's landing out with another team. I don't know which team is that, but there's a possibility that we're going to be seeing a early game engagement if ever NTR or Xeron is going to find some if they're going to land in the same area, and I'm pretty sure they can see each other. So this is like just asking for trouble as of this moment. But yes, everyone else will be dropping in. We got LV all alone towards
Yep.
truck stop, I believe, and
Mm-hmm.
well, we got a lot of other teams going to, I believe, Hacienda top opponent. But yeah, Sam, they're
Yep.
all landing about the flight path is about to end, and that circle is going to be smack right in the middle of
Smack.
Miramar.
Smack.
Yes,
Slam.
exactly.
Kapow. It's like watching the Disney, not Disney, the Marvel movies. The kapow. Yeah,
Smack.
smack. Kaboom. Do you know the TikTok sound? Kaboom in the room.
Kaboom. Do you
Yeah,
go kaboom?
no,
No?
no, no, no. I must
Not
send
the
you
other
the
one?
TikTok. There's like
Okay, later.
kaboom in the room. Oh no, kaboom, kaboom. It's actually quite funny here, but yeah, I'm gonna let you know. Kaboom, kaboom. FB
Oh
big
my,
boom
he's
in
really
the
looking for
room.
it.
Yeah. This one, this one.
I
You
can
know that
hear
one?
it. Are you trying to like play it? I can hear it.
Okay. Let's
Okay.
see later, okay? I'm gonna send you the WhatsApp, but yeah, I think no teams are gonna kaboom in this match, because noticing like teams are just going here and there. I think teams must develop a new style of gameplay. Noticing this is Miramar and Angle, and we're really lucky actually, Annie, because the map rotation is not like map Miramar and Miramar, Angle, then Rondo, because I've noticed if we actually give teams a repetition of the current actual map, it will be something like quite boring time to time. Because noticing the same map, you could actually develop the same patterns, and that is something not good for the teams. But actually, for this Ooredoo tournament, the league ops said let's mix and match the matchup, and this is it. We got Birmer, and after this Erangel, and after this Erangel again. So for the grand finals, and we're just gonna spill it. For the grand finals, we're gonna do 2 rondos because it's something new, it's something fun. Like who doesn't want 2 rondos indeed? But for now, we could actually focus to the game. Let's get back to the game. And actually, game over. They're still there, and Ryudai and everyone else. Yep, they're just waiting for the perfect moment to come.
Yeah.
Hot.
And there's a lot of waiting to be had for Miramar. And you see, Xeron is. They have game over surrounded, but they're not doing anything much. I don't know what the state of the guns look like for everyone else, but here, game over. Yeah, I'm not gonna be too happy with the resources just yet. China took a lot of damage back there. Pretty sure this is like 10 HP left, and judging from the healing items, they don't have a lot of resources to go about, especially if Game Over couldn't quite go around the compound freely as they wanted it to be, because well, Zero is right there. They're throwing bullets every time they make a move, so it's just not a lot of freedom to be had. But here, Zero and Messi is so nearby Game Over, and there's someone swimming in the water, so
Swimmer.
yeah, they're trying to pretty much pincher attack, I believe it's called, for Game Over as this moment, because they're just surrounding them like vultures, but they're not making a move yet. So I don't know, we're just playing this out. We're just, I guess, biding our time. Zeron's just waiting for the right moment to strike, and Game Over, they're hiding really well. They're not giving an opening to Zeron. Just considering the fact that Zeron could disengage from this fight anytime they want, but Game Over can't. They have such a disadvantage. But okay, some other part of the map, we're seeing a couple of knockdowns, especially with Apex's side. NTR shooting them down, but still we're watching out for Zeron as well as Game Over. We're just peeking out, at the assets. It looks like NTR, they have one knockdown. They got a couple of HP lost. Apex, I believe they lost one player. That's gonna be our first blood. It was just a while ago. And here, okay, NRS Xentrix. They have Apex on their screens. Okay, Janet just went down. What just happened over here? It's like an insta kill sort of thing. Xentrix was just AMX ad was just right there. It's unfortunate. I think was a good shot from Apex, and now NRX Xentrix is down by one player. But okay, going back to Xeron real quick. I'm not seeing grenades, so they can't approach game over through
Mm-hmm.
grenades as far as I know. I only saw this guy's inventory. This guy has two healing kits. It's not looking good for both game over and Xeron. They don't have a lot of resources, so they have to rely on the guns that they have. Jelly doesn't have grenades either. It's gonna be a long game if they don't have any throwables, so we're gonna be waiting this out. We're gonna be waiting this out for quite a while.
Okay, but as you can see at the other side, oh my gosh, our Michael Jackson is actually eliminated from Team NRS. I don't know, the teams are really that like really that kaboom. But yeah, for now on, I think NRS one of the teams that's I think they're one of the teams that's going kaboom kaboom. But yeah, for now on, I think Skyforce is one of the teams that is actually quite messing. Yeah, I think they're quite messing around with these teams. And actually, I left Skyforce. I think they're gonna go back. Team NT are also at the other side. They're also going to have a fight. Actually, let's see. For them, but actually, let's see. Team NRS Xentrix and next NRS. They're just really waiting it in. Sensi 1, 2, 3, 4 is actually taking the upper side. They're actually going for the long range, Jenny, but I'm not really sure of how could it go. But yeah, let's see later for the initiations coming in.
Yeah. I'm just watching out for this guy's crosshairs. There's a lot of grass. You're not seeing the field as clearly as they want it to be. But yeah, AMXN, they are scouting the place out, trying to see if there are any sort of stray movements. They're just gonna feed that information to the rest of their teammates over there. Axel's actually going from behind, so I don't know if they have the information that they got, but the two players over there, they're gonna be in a bit of trouble, especially since Kenshi does need to be revived. It looks like they revived just quite well. They're gonna be backing away. 67 is very, very low on health. I don't know what
6-7.
yes. And it looks
Yes.
like there's an elimination that just happened. It's gonna be Apex, but yeah, TR, NRS, Xentrix, they have the last lap. They got 4 eliminations in, but at what cost? They lost Genji and they lost Jana. Jana did really well in the first, or rather the previous game. And so I don't know, rather it's the first game. So you know what? It's quite a shame, but they gotta do what they gotta do in order to get the eliminations that they need in order to survive, that is. But here we're still looking at Xeron and Game Over. They're not doing anything because they don't have the resources to do anything. This guy, Tryout, has one healing kit. There's so much to do, but at least their armor is good. At least they have pretty good guns.
Yep.
But throwables, but healing kits, no, it can't. So they have to do this the old-fashioned way, the old go in and try to shoot down anything that you see kind of way. But it's obviously going to be a huge risk compared to if you just threw grenades. So right now it looks like Xeron, they'll be getting some resources in. They have a little bit more freedom as compared to GameOVR Esports, so they have like a slight advantage. I'm pretty sure GameOVR can't loot the place out. But here, okay, finally, NRS Xentrix, they're going to be going on to another part of the map, and there's another team nearby, so let's see if they can spot them.
Ah, and let's Skyforce indeed. We could actually see that they are actually coming in, and for now on, they are going to have some fights or some grudge with another team. I think the color is green, but ooh, Anish having 5 eliminations, Sani. I think Anish could be the next MVP of this game. But yeah, let's see later, because Anish is he's really starting strong. But the problem I see with PUBG Mobile players is they like mostly start strong, but they couldn't finish it well. And I think that's the problem. But oh wait, I think I see Jack Sparrow and Miramore for now on. Because let's see, one of the teams or one of the players, they're going in for a rotation using a boat, and that is actually not a good idea. Blacks actually,
Ooh.
yeah, I think he's a Jack Sparrow wannabe. But the player of Game Over, I guess, we're just really waiting on it. This is gonna be a 50-50 elimination if he's gonna forces the initiations to Game Over. But yeah, I think they are seeing vehicle both again and again. I think this is Jexpero part 2 because you see they're just going on the backside, and I think Hai and Ryude are the new pirates of the Miramar.
Pirates of the Miramar. Oh my goodness, GameOVR Esports. They're continuing this on. They gotta do what they gotta do to survive, and they're outside of the. I'm not quite sure actually. I don't see the blue zone. The blue zone will be closing in really soon on them. They can't stay here long term. I mean, it's still stage 2. They can tank it out. It looks like they have a lot of healing resources now. I don't know when that happened. I guess they managed to actually loot the place up really quickly before they decided to go here. In Spider, they gotta swim faster, dude. This guy is like half health, and so Mario Day is kind of just staying here. I don't know where Xeron is, so I think they're still camping this out, trying to wait out game over. And if you ask me, I'm really nervous from GameOVR Esports. This is not a good place to be, but okay, we got 187 versus Skyforce, 2 versus 1. Apple goes down into the ground. They're just getting finished up, all right? All right, at the back, we got Namco trying to join in into the Creators. 2 people from Skyforce. Toma is taking a lot of damage, but unfortunately couldn't get finished up until now. Finally, Tuma goes on into the ground. Namco is still running about trying to find out where the rest of Skyforce is. And as 8097 is nearby, Docs does need to get revived really quickly. And Doc is nearby. They have another angle in. Namco goes down, and there's just Goat that's left. This is not good. This is pretty much like a 3 versus 1 as of this moment. The Skyforce, they're closing in. They know that this guy is all alone. This guy has no backup whatsoever. And now Skyforce, all they need to do is finish this once and for all. Goat versus Anish couldn't quite catch that, but and as 8097 with the back and forth, and finally that's it. We got one more team and down into the ground. 187 will unfortunately go back to the lobby for now.
Actually, Annie, what I'm thinking is who is the team that is really appointed to be the top three, because if you can see, Annie, tomorrow we're gonna play with Group B and C, and then later we're gonna have a PF phase, or it's a playoff. So the format is gonna be, this is Group A, Group B, Group C, and the top 3 is gonna go to the grand finals. It's like a direct invite, and then for the 4th till 9th place, actually they're gonna have a second chance in the playoffs, and then the top 6 is gonna go to the playoffs indeed. So guys, actually if you are not really playing well in this moment, it's okay, you could actually have a second chance, but you cannot you actually cannot waste that second chance, because the playoff is just waiting in the corner in 3 more days. But for now on, we can actually see Toma going in. Toma is going for a push for team Zexos. Yeah, and then for now on, we can actually see Toma right there. He's just waiting in, but Zexos Raider, I think he is just really waiting indeed. Toma going for a push. He is sneaking actually, and he got 1, he got 2. Toma finds, and Toma got it. He is finding the last one. Ryder on the backside, but Ryder on the backside getting the back shots, and it's gonna be a boom kaboom in the room with Ryder indeed. But for now on, we can actually see Ryder is still healing. He is burned, and he is gonna go to lobby, and goodbye. LF Skyforce here now, and they are, I think, the appointed team to actually win this phase.
13 eliminations already. Skyforce is literally on fire. I thought Niche was on fire a while ago, but
No,
wow,
this is next level.
that was next level. He walked into the Molotov, he was on fire, and Pia has 8 eliminations. I'm not complaining, but Skyforce, they are bulldozing this game. They dominated Erangel, now they're dominating Miramar as well. You can see there's so many teams with 0 eliminations. We're 15 minutes into the game. So many teams with 0 eliminations. We got NTR, they got 4 eliminations, but Skyforce with the lion's share of 13 eliminations. That's what, like 3 and a quarter of a squad, so it's just crazy. But here, Meow Khalifa, they're going out against who's another team nearby. I think that's Xeron. It's XRN though, but I'm not sure if that's still Xeron. But here, Meow Khalifa, they're just gonna be going out into the open field. They're very they're very noticeable, but it doesn't look like the other team XRN is going to be doing anything about that. And I think Vintage is another team as well. This guy is all alone. Not sure what's happening over here, but it's definitely not a good look for Vintage. But Vintage does have a car yet. They're trying to get away from this place. I don't know if this guy is gonna manage to get away really soon. Okay, the rest of their team's actually there, so we're not worrying about that too much. I guess this guy was just scouting the place out, and Xeron Starlight, they're not making a move too much. They don't want to give away their location too early on to Meow Khalifa just yet. So they're pretty much. Oh my gosh, they're pretty much just like watching this out, try to play it safe. We're still 16 minutes in. We got a couple more stages left to go. We just reached stage 4, so Mia Khalifa will have to move sooner or later. We got like 1.5 minutes left, so we're just chilling. We're just meowing, just like what Sam's doing right now.
Yeah, I think Meow Khalifa. What a team! What a team name! It's a cool name, guys. Actually, I think Meow Khalifa. It could be the next big thing. No, guys, just kidding. But actually, if Meow Khalifa wins, I'm really thinking that the Grand Final casters will be very happy shouting Meow Khalifa. Indeed, but let's just see. Let's just see. We never know who will win. But 14 teams in this phase, I think teams are just really waiting it in for now on. The fourth zone is gonna close in 52 seconds or in 50 seconds, and I think the riot is gonna start on that particular time. And yeah, we could see actually NTR, they're actually fighting for now on. And yeah, one of the players from my favorite teams, Meow Khalifa, is actually taken down. But on the backside, there's Team Xeron, but I don't think that they're gonna join. But NRS Xentrix, they're gonna go in, they're gonna go for the push. But oh no, 6-7 NRS. I think he's gonna wait, he's gonna pull the nade, and I think it will go kaboom, but it will not take anyone right here. Nova Insane on the backside is actually just waiting it in, and for now giving one more nade. Yeah, but it will be never ever be on point if he is keep picking like that. But for now, 6-7, the last hope, the last nade indeed. Oh my god, that was a close call, but actually giving the last nade to the left side of the building, that is not really good. But AMX now spotted one of the players indeed with the S12K. He's just gonna wait and he's gonna give the jump shots, but it's not connecting indeed. 6-7 and the rest, they're just gonna wait. But for now, we can actually see AMX and RS, they are gonna fight and they are gonna push. Meow Khalifa, Nova Insane, they are gonna push it in either with this Korean guy and Meow Khalifa showing its Meow's power. And oh la la, I'm really thinking that they are having potential. Lol.
What is happening here? But alright, we got 30 teams left. We got 42 players still here. Game over high just got gunned down just now. So game over, they're surviving, but are they living? That's the question. But here Spiders, yes, they got one elimination in. Spiders gets taken by the play zone, however. So that's like if you go down, you go down, I go down with you sort of thing, you know, that's happening here. But okay, since MV, they just got wiped out. That's quite unfortunate. Yeah, now that just means we got 12 teams left. A couple of eliminations here and there. Game over, they're in a bit of trouble. They're quite low on health. And we have Team NOS going up against E2S7 nearby as well. They got the open field. It's not a good place to be, but they're surviving. Coco Ahmed is basically just hunting down E2S7. If you ask me, this is not a good position, but surprisingly, no one's gunning this guy down. So he's getting away with it. Look at this guy. He's just out in the open. I guess it's the terrain, I think. And so no one has a good angle up against this guy. But yeah, we got E2S7. They have a compound. So that's a good thing. They have quite a bit of an advantage. We got Team NOS. They're going to be throwing in a grenade. Let's see if it hits Iron. It looks like Iron didn't take even splash damage from that. And E2S7, they're using their usual strategy that I've seen so far from the last two. maps. But okay, finally Ian gets connected to that grenade, and E2S7 still holding on to their strategy of playing it safe until the last second, just like SEMD a bit, you know. But here, Team Nos is finally gonna be pushing in. We got elimination, just one elimination, one more team going down really, really quickly. We're 20 minutes into the game. We're gonna be cooking up that grenade. Let's see if Deadshot can Deadshot this Ian, and Ian doesn't take damage from that, but they're steadily losing health. Debu goes down as well. Toby, last person standing, and now Nos just has to hunt this last person down. Question is, do they have the information? Do they know where this guy is? And it looks like they do. Deadshot's cooking up the grenade. There's another grenade that didn't quite connect. All right, we got two more. Let's see if it finishes the job. Toby still alive, still hiding out. I don't know where this guy is, but he's dodging those numbers here and there, but they're taking steadily a lot of stage 6 damage. And so if it's not gonna be E2S7, I mean, rather, it will not be Team Nos. They'll be taking this guy down. It's gonna be the circle. This guy's just going on a healing spree. They only have bandages now. This is not looking good. This guy is gonna be risking it all, going to the edge of the circle. Team Nos is knocking right outside. Team Nos knows that this guy is not gonna last long, and so with that, going right behind, 4 versus 1, this is not a good idea. Team Nos has information. Toby half health, and they're just spraying this down. One more good shot, and there we have it. Dead shot from the second floor, sniping E2S7 down. That was chef's kiss.
Yeah. Oh, that's my part, bro. What the hell? But okay, we can actually see LS Skyforce right here. They're gonna push. One man is connecting to the upper part or to the front part of this compound. But again, we can actually see Anish. I think he's going in hot with the S12K with the 10 elimination in his hands. Let's see if he could actually go eliminate them. But no, he will be eliminated indeed. 8 teams left, Annie. And let's see, LV is gonna be a third party for the team below, and I don't think that is a really nice move. But NRS is eliminated again and again. Team NOS Nos is really having the threshold high for them, and they are also really giving a hard time for the others, like the Nos and the car. They're really speeding teams up, and I think in the 22-minute mark, I think the Riot is gonna go all in now.
We've got 6 teams left. It's cooking. This game is cooking. This game is cooking, and I don't know. I'm kind of sad with Skyforce with the 18 eliminations getting eliminated off, but still, that's like 8 eliminations plus a chicken dinner. That's 18 points for this game. Probably some placement points as well. But oh, nice shot. We got Team Nos is still inside the game, but that was a really nice shot from Fanatic as well. Okay, we got the vehicle elimination coming right up. Dead shot is getting shot at. However, it's almost got picked up, but manages to get behind of this boulder just in time. All right, we got Messi. Messi is in the wrong game, but but
Okay,
yeah, we got
sure.
Xeron. Yeah, you need to be in the World Cup, dude. But yeah, okay, we're gonna be watching this out because Deadshot is there. They're healed up. Oh, that's a lot of the damage taken from just freshly healed up. All right, we got Deadshot, half health. Okay, Messi just spraying up and down. Oh, what just happened over here? And Messi take that chicken dinner for NRS Xeron. Congratulations.
Yeah.
I mean, I was really good, but in the end, Xeron Messi with a really nice shot at you know. The last couple of shots, it just made the game. It was really smart peak shoot going back into the boulder. It was just nice timing, and it worked out so well. But here are the team stats for NRS Xeron. We got Messi with the one and only elimination, and that is the elimination that mattered so much to the team. We got Jelly with 2 eliminations. We got Trout with 2 eliminations as well. So that's like 5 eliminations plus the 10 placement points. Decent amount of 15 points, but compared to Skyforce with 18 elimination points alone, it's just quite insane. But nonetheless, NRS Xeron they're racking up, they're farming up those points for the overall leaderboards, and I absolutely respect that. And still, congratulations once again to these guys. They did a really good job. And here is our MVP. It's Anish with 11 eliminations and damage of 1,388. We got 2 assists, we got 2 headshots. I'm not even gonna be surprised. I'm not even gonna pretend to be surprised. This is Anish from Skyforce that we're talking about. Anish has seen like the big stages, and there's just absolutely no reason why we should question why this guy has like 11 eliminations to themselves. But here we got Skyforce 18 eliminations. Unfortunately, no placement points as I see here. But here we got Team NOS coming up second with the 16 total points. NRS Xeron with the 15 points. Xeron Esports with 8. Fanatic with 7. MD Live with 6. Meow Khalifa with 5. NRS Xentrix with 4. GameOVR Esports 3. We got Xeron, NRS, and Apex with 2 each. But here is the overall rankings. This is where it gets interesting because Skyforce has 60 points. GameOVR Esports almost 50% of that with 31 points, tying with Team NOS as well with 31 points. Coming up next, NRS Xentrix has 28, Fanatic has 25, E2S 7 has 21, NRS Xeron 18, Xeron Esports 17, Lenion and RS 14 now. NRS Xeron, they got 3 points before this map, so this is a huge map for them. They have such a big chunk of points. They shot themselves towards the first page of the overall leaderboard, so this is such an important map for Xeron. Congratulations once again. But after this, we will be seeing 2 more maps for this qualifiers day 1 for the group A. We got match 4 Erangel. We got 2 more chances left for today for this group, and so this is going to be interesting. We already saw Erangel a while ago. We saw how the teams performed and that really brutal last stage in the boatyard. But yes, before we see Erangel once again, we will be taking a short break. So guys, do not go anywhere. We'll see you soon in a few minutes.
මුළි දුනියෙන් දිවෙහි රාජ්‍ය. උරීදුගේ එම්ෆෑසා මෙදුරිකෝ පේපෑල්ගේ හිතුමේ මිහාරුගි බොඩැන්නවාන්. දුනියෙන් දිවෙහි රාජ්‍ය. උරීදුගේ එම්ෆෑසා මෙදුරිකෝ පේපෑල්ගේ හිතුමේ මිහාරු ලිබඩැන්නවන්. මුළි දුනියෙන් දිවෙහි රාජ්‍ය. උරීදුගේ එම්ෆෑසා මෙදුරිකෝ පේපෑල්ගේ හිතුමේ මිහාරු ලිබඩැන්නවන්.
And after 3 maps, we're going to be moving on to the fourth map of this Ooredoo Nation GameOVR Esports Contender Series Season 3 PUBG. And yes, as I told you, we already saw the Brondo, we saw the Erangel, and we saw the Miramar. We're going back to Erangel really, really quickly in a couple of seconds. And we already saw how Erangel looks like in this group stage. It's not slow, but it's not that fast either. It's for this team, it's some teams are aggressive, some teams aren't aggressive. They want to stay put, but they get pulled out by the teams that are a little bit more aggressive than them. So it's a nice mix of personalities on the field, on the maps in PUBG right now in this group stage. And we're all for it, and I'm really, really excited to see how this second chance in the Erangel is gonna look like later on, because I mean the teams have been doing so well. And who really stands out in this group stage? No other than LF Skyforce. They've been doing so well. They got double digits in like two, or maybe even in Rondo as well, on all 3 maps. So they're sitting at 60 total points in the overall rankings right now, and so they pretty much solidified their place here. We only got 2 more maps left to go for today, so we're kind of expecting this. But here we have it. We have the flight path all the way up top. Around the northwestern part of Erangel. We're starting off with that, like in the western side of the map. It's just a hospital nearby, towards the road that goes down to Primorsk. That has a little bit over there. I think we have SC who's going to be landing in the area. We can see two teams going for Georgia Pool's direction. Could be hospital, could be Georgia Pool. I think it's going to be Georgia Pool. And then that flight path will end up in Stalber. Not a lot of teams are dropping off just yet, so they're probably aiming towards the mid or mid late part of this flight path. And so in that area, we got school, we got the boatyard, we got Pachinki is very barren right now. No one wants to land in Pachinki apparently.
Yes.
And so yes, Naya Poliana is also in the mix. So it's gonna be really fun, especially in school because there's a lot of teams there. So crossing my fingers that we're gonna be seeing some early game engagements later on.
Yeah, I don't think we are gonna go to school because I'm
No,
graduated already. Yeah. Oh yeah. By the way,
no.
guys, for you guys that's doing their O levels and GCSEs and A levels and Maldives, good luck to you guys. I'm fucking done. But yeah, actually, it's a fun fact actually. Most of the players that plays here are actually still in school, so actually
Yeah.
they have something quite good because if they win, they could get some money, right? And yeah, I hope you guys could always join the Ooredoo tournaments. But for now on,
What?
Xeron right there, Xeron. He's taking
Are
down
you
one of the players, but Jelly, Messi, and Tryout. Actually, they're not on a satisfying performance for now on. But yeah, and I do really hope like teams could adapt and teams could actually give their best performance indeed. And despite the last map will be Belmar, I do really hope personally that they could actually give their best and not just like being passive aggressive with the actual game, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, hopefully we see the aggression that I'm still waiting on, and I'm so excited for this, especially Skyforce with the 60 points and Anish completely bulldozing everything. They got so many engagements. They got so many eliminations. They're just setting the pace for the game. But yes, right now we're chilling. We're chilling out. We're still like 3 minutes into the game, and unfortunately, I'm not seeing the early game engagements that I was expecting just a while ago. But here, E2S7. I'm hoping these guys don't get picked off early again, and I'm really hoping. But right now, E2S7 has the locations advantage. They're the ones trapping another team this time around, and that's gonna be NGB Esports. NGB Esports, they do have a compound for themselves, but E2S7, yes, they have a little bit more freedom to go about. But speaking of this, Xeron, yes, Messi, you gotta get one. That's LVBs. It's gonna be going on to the ground. That's one elimination on their side. But here, tryouts. It's gonna be just checking in on their fellow teammate, and the rest of LV. They're outside of this area over here, but I'm not sure if they're going to be going in aggressively and trying to get those revenge kills. It doesn't seem to be the case. But here we're going to be looking at NRS Xentrix as well, going up against NRS LNN NRS. It's going to be Chippy and Criminal closing in, and we got NRS Xentrix nearby. They're just hiding out in the compounds. Resource wise, I'm just looking at the 2 grenades and stuff. We got like an okay amount of healing kits. It's still 4 minutes into the game, so it's quite understandable. But okay, we got 67 onto the ground. Criminal took a bit of damage back there. They're shooting at Ikenchi from a distance as well. Criminal is less than quarter of their health. It's not looking good. Criminal literally 10 HP left. That grenade is cooking. Jana's coming in as a backup. It's not looking good. And Criminal goes onto the ground. They get knocked down. I don't know where the rest of the team is, especially since Criminal is so out in the open. I don't think there's a save we're going to be seeing here. Lucid is all the way over here. I don't know where Chippy is. Chippy is also way too far away from NTR to be safe, so it's not looking good. Jana takes on Criminal. That's a finisher. We got Chippy and Lucid left, and they're way too far apart. And looks like NRS Xerontric is actually turning the tides around up against NRS. Right now, they're still full squad. They're still full squad rather. 67 can still be revived. It's gonna be a 2 versus 4 from now on, so it's not looking good for NRS. But I'm sure with the positioning of NRS, they're probably gonna try again, but using a different strategy. But right now, we're gonna be watching E2S7 and NGB Esports.
Yeah, for now on, we could actually see Moavis giving in with the Molotov, but his head is really on the open, but I don't think he could survive this with the shotgun. It's a 1v1, but he definitely cannot survive, and actually, his friend too, E2S, eliminated NGB in this place. And I don't think that's the good news for Team NGB because they couldn't even go to the playoffs.
Well, they definitely don't have the chance right now. They're still
Yeah.
on 1 point, unfortunately, after 4 maps, and
One
it's not looking good.
Sun.
It's there's no chance.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
just kind of like you know what, NGB. It was a nice run, but here we have
Oh,
Skyforce.
sure.
They have Meow Khalifa again in
Aww.
Rozok. So this is gonna be fun. I mean, Skyforce, they're just passing by, they're just using the drone. I don't know if they know that there's
Oh,
information here, there's someone
oh,
here,
this
but
is your
there's
favorite player?
it's my favorite player, Mr. Ladyboy, is going up in this rooftop, just seeing where Skyforce is, giving a lot of information to their team. Meanwhile, everyone else is taking the positions, and so it looks like Skyforce actually has some knowledge that there are people here. And look at Anish, they're going for Mr. Ladyboy with Toma over here, and they have Doc up in the sky, and NS 8097 is also nearby, and so Doc could still be revived, but Mr. Ladyboy is not looking good in this position. There's a 2 versus 1 that's happening, and this guy is way too far off to get backup from the rest of their team. What is Mr. Ladyboy shooting at? This is a little bit of splash damage that just happened back here, but he's just going back and forth, and he took a bit of put a little bit of damage. Now Mr. Ladyboy is down on the ground. I'm pretty sure this can't be saved. They can go ahead and finish this up. But Skyforce, yes, they will be prioritizing looking for the rest of the team. Insane goes down as well. And there should be 2 more left on this team. Insane gets finished off. That's the first kill. And that goes to Toma from Skyforce. And now NS1897 scouting the place out. Looking at where the rest of this team is. They're making sure that nobody escapes. But judging from the minimap, it looks like they're not escaping either way. Mr. Ladyboy half health. And so the rest of the team, they should be nearby, but Skyforce, they're taking their time trying to get this. Anish gets a knife kill on Mr. Ladyboy, and so that's 2 confirmed eliminations on their side.
Yep, I think they're really ready for more, Annie. They're really ready for more, and I guess, yeah, I think they're just getting ready for the finals indeed. Because when they are having a really nice points from now on, for example, let's see our first position. Yeah, I think they could actually just go to the final phase as soon as they know it. But for now, we could actually see MD live. He's the last man standing, and for now, we could actually see Toldo as one of the players available. He is gonna throw nade indeed, but the nade is not connecting. We could actually see LV Toldo either giving one more nade up front, and if it for now on, we could actually see Toldo just waiting it in. Toldo just holding his position, and I think Toldo is very lucky he could actually dodge that many nades indeed. But for now on, he is giving one nade, but it is
Oh
there, and he's gonna be
no!
eliminated by 187 Loop. And what 87 Loop? I think this is one of the new teams that we've heard. And actually, it's a so-so, but actually, yeah, they're better than nothing. But yeah, but on the other side, we could actually see this Meow Khalifa, one of the best teams in the whole wide world. But yeah, actually, the cats are really, really cute at their logo. I'm really hoping that they could get the winner chicken dinner. Actually, this case, Annie, the teams like this is like similar to the Atoll series, like when they have Teletubbies. Yeah, do you remember?
Yeah, I love Teletubbies,
Yeah, I love
dude.
Teletubbies, but now we have the Meows Khalifa, and I'm really sure that if they could win the winner chicken dinner at the grand finals, the picture will be all kittens, like Meow.
Oh my goodness, that's such a cute logo. Oh my gosh. But unfortunately, not so cute in terms of their lineup because they're down to two teams. And it's a good thing they managed to get away, but look at this Skyforce gunning down the rest of Crown Esports. It's raining over here, but yeah, guys, oh my goodness, Anish might be in a little bit of trouble. However, Joker with the DBS finally finishing Anish off, and Skyforce only has 2 eliminations as of this moment. Toma needs to be revived. Doc, literally, the last person standing, needs to revive the rest of the players. Okay, nice grenade. Oh, but unfortunately, it's just that the bullets are faster. Joker manages to get the last laugh, gets Skyforce down into the ground with only 2 eliminations in this map. We got Crown. They can go ahead and lick their wounds. They got a couple of they have some time
Ooh.
for Deadshot. Oh, Deadshot actually got shot at by Joker. Joker's on the roll right now. Nice reaction time while the rest of their team heals up. Unfortunately, Powerboy couldn't quite get healed up. They got hunted down. The rest of NOS is right around. They're in the same color, so I'm a little bit confused here. But okay, we got some grenades coming about. That shot still onto the ground, so it's a bit of like a 2 versus 3 as of this moment. Ahus is still on the ground. They still need to get a revive. Chico right outside of this warehouse. NOS, I think they can still revive Deadshot, but look, it looks like the location isn't in their favor. They're not really prioritizing revival as of this moment. But potential 2 versus 1 right around the corner. Coco Ahmed versus Joker and Chico. They're just gonna be shooting at it, and now it's just all about finishing off one more bullet, and there we have it. One more elimination on the side of Crown Esports. Deadshot manages to get revived, and now they're peeking at Crown. This is probably not going to be a good idea. Another teammate did exactly this, and it did not work out well, but they're going to be trying anyway. Chico goes right onto the ground, gets shot at. Oh, that's a finisher as well. Crown. The Joker is going to be more or less the last person that I can see actually from Crown Esports, and now this is a 3 versus 1. It's not looking good. We got the grenade cooking up. This Joker's just in trouble right now. Just trying to survive as much as possible. Dodges that grenade. But they're in 1/3 of their health is left. 2 versus 1. They're gonna be storming in. They're gonna be using their numbers advantage, and that is it. Crown Esports will get eliminated off. And we got NTR. They got the eliminations that they need. It's nice. It was nice. It was nice for this team. And all right, we got Jana gets taken out by the play zone as well. And well, it's just kind of looking at what's happening as of this moment. We got 4 eliminations for Team NOS. Rather, it's not NTR. It's Team NOS that we're looking at. They took out Crown Esports as of this moment. But yeah, nonetheless, kind of looking out for what happens here. We got SINCEmv Esports nearby as well. And we got 67 trying to get away from this situation. SINCEmv giving the chase. It's going to be a 3 versus 1. It's not looking good, but oh my goodness. 67 manages to get away as he couldn't quite finish them off. They're wasting time with disembarking, and 67 manages to get away by staying inside their car. But here it's a little bit of a mess. Fanatic versus 187 loop. All right, we got a lot of smokes coming about, and it's just gonna be squad versus squad. If I'm seeing this correctly, we're seeing a 4 versus 4. Napo really good positioning, making sure 187 loop has some sort of a getaway car. But here Napo is getting in trouble. They stepped into the Molotov, so Fanatic could at least inconvenience Napo just a little bit. But here we got the grenade coming about. We got second floor taken by Fanatic. Napo trying to shoot at through the window. And now Fnatic knows to avoid at that angle in particular. Here, the rest of 187, they're at the ground floor, knocking at the doors of Fnatic, but I guess they don't want to storm in to the second floor just yet. They know that there's a full squad here. They don't want to make the risk too big. Here, right, we got the drone shots. We got Fnatic's Fear right at this staircase, and looks like 187 is going to storm in really, really soon. There's 3 outside of this corridor. Fanatic's nearby. Goku got shot down just now, so that's gonna be one down. Oh my goodness, Goku gets finished off as well, and it looks like we got one elimination as well. But here we're still watching out for 187 because they just got the 4 eliminations that they needed. It was a really nice finisher for this team. So I'm really proud of 187 as of this moment. But right now, yes, E2S7 going up against Team Lost. Let's see how this plays out.
Yeah, but actually, Annie, CLF Sky, they are already eliminated. I mean, like for now, in this phase, like everybody could just be everybody. Like everybody could actually give some impact, and actually everybody could prove themselves by this game. And actually, for this game, actually we're still going on a chill pill. Indeed, 15 minutes in, I think we didn't see many actions coming in hot in this particular moment. But there's maybe just some crossfires indeed. But I'm not really sure of what are we gonna expect next, because what we see from the previous moments are the moments that the teams are going just head to head, not a third party, but just head to head. Like one of them are going to the compounds and finally just eliminating the whole team indeed. But for now, I think the game tempo and many of the game cells are gonna change. Many of them are gonna have a commitment on the long range fights. Despite this, I'm not really sure if a long range fight is actually something worth it to do, especially for team NRS Xeron. Noticing this, we can actually notice Annie, the zone is actually their #1 priority either. But for now, at the other side, we can actually see something new. Team SINCEmv Esports. For now, I think they're also going for a fight right here, and I think there will be some trade-offs with the nades. And for now, from Team NTR, yeah, I think they're just really waiting it in. They're not going in really brave. They're really just going in slow but sure. But I mean slow but sure. I think that will be the key for what we actually need in this moment. But yeah, let's just see. The initiations is coming in. The nades is also coming in, but for now on, I think they could actually give something. But we could actually see Sensi is almost taken down from the other teams up ahead. We're gonna see one nade is coming in hot, Annie, but never mind. SC is actually rethinking their choices, and actually, if SC is gone on a blunder, it will be a really nice moment for Team 16. And this is it. Let's see Sensi giving it in, giving the nades in, and let's see. Oh, the nade is not counting in, Annie. And I think if that nade is actually giving him like at least one knock, it will be really good for Team NRS Xentrix to actually play the game. Yeah, but actually, guys, I think Annie is disconnected. But yeah, guys, oh no, she's here. Yeah, but never mind. It's
Yeah, I'm
okay
here.
because since MV, I think Annie is one of the teams that I hope they could give actually a really consistent play. But ooh, we could see Team NTR. MX and NRS, they're giving it in. They're cooking an 8, but the nade isn't cooked properly. But oh my god, what a bad nade.
Oh,
It's okay.
what?
6-7 NRS taken down. And AMX, as the last man standing, he's going to the backside. He is spotted for now on. But this is a close quarter combat with the S12K. Sensi is back. Sensi doesn't know the comms, doesn't know the strategies, but one of the player is taken down. He's gonna get an assist. He is gonna steal the kill. But for now, I think he's gonna push again and again. But SC saves the day. I think they are actually saving the other team indeed, and that's Team OPX. Or if I'm not mistaken, that is Team 187 Loop.
Yes, that's 187 Loop. They just have a little bit of trouble with like their gamer tags, but nonetheless, yeah, it's fine. They're in the same color, but yes, there's still 3 teams. I can see.
Yeah, you definitely can see something, Annie. But yeah, I think for now on, guys, Annie is disconnected. I think he's really there. I think she's really freezing. I got a screenshot, guys. Actually, would be our new meme of the day. But for now on, we can actually see 187 Loop. They're gonna go to Team SC, and for now, I think Team SC they're gonna be must actually strengthen up themselves for their defenses for now on. But again and again, we could actually see 187 Loop on the backside. They're actually finding the parts that they could actually fill in. But ooh, GameOVR is there, E2S Seal is there, and I'm not really sure what actually could they do in this moment? Because when it's developed, they're like basically just lost in the battlefields, lost here and there. They doesn't have a home to go through, and I don't think when it's developed is the appointed team to go to the finals, because let's see, it's a jump shot and it's a really brave play, and yeah, one more extra points for E2S Seal. Congrats. Ah.
One map left, so you know what? Well, let's just see what happens in the next map. But over here, we can see Xeron nearby. We got E2S Seal7, and I'm saying what. Let's see what happens in the next map, because we saw from the previous map. I believe it was gonna be Xeron that moved all the way to page number 1 from just one map. They got 15 points, and it changed everything for that team. So I'm saying that there could still be a chance, but considering the fact that let's say number 1 is like 60 points, yes, they probably can't overtake Skyforce, and Skyforce could probably relax quite a lot right now. But there's still some teams that could potentially maybe qualify if they worked hard enough on this map and in the next map as well. But here, E2S7, they're holding on to their place. I think I can really see their vision. I can see what E2S7 is cooking about. I can to wait the game out and then go as safely as possible. Right now, speaking of safely, I think there are 2 players that are down, so it's not looking good. But Xeron here, they're going on the aggressive. They still have 3 players left. Xeron going full aggressive. I'm not even joking. They got 8 eliminations already, looking for more. They're out in the open. They're going trying to find other players within the crosshairs, and they can see game over as of this moment. Spider is just a great target for Messi that they're trying this out, and they're also peeking at E2S7 from a distance. There's also Team NOS nearby, but the only disadvantage right now that I can see for NRS Xeron is that they don't have the advantage of the circle, the next stage of the circle, and in half a minute left to go, that blue zone is gonna hurt a lot if they get hit. But here, game over versus Messi. Oh, it's Messi that's gonna be going onto the ground, but it's actually Forsaken Genji that'll be taking that knockdown for themselves. It's not gonna be a finisher yet, but look at this. Tryout and Messi are the only ones left for NRS Xeron, so they cannot mess this up. They cannot both get picked off at the same time. They managed to revive this. Messi is healing up. Now they have to separate. They have to make sure that they both don't, get out of this map at the same time, because it's not going to be going good. So looks like Messi will be making the rotations first into the circle, and now they're safely in. Game over is also going to be following up with that, and now it's going to be a really tight circle. There's like 4 different teams in the stage 6 circle. We got one team eliminated, and so we got 4 teams left. Got a couple of teams, and rather we have 13 players left to go. Game over. They're cooking up grenades. They're using all their resources, but Spider's going to be going onto the ground. That's dead shots. Molotov doing its job, and looks like Forsaken Genji is going to be taken out by E27. 3 versus 1. We all know how this is going to end. It's not looking good for Team NOS. They are in different buildings, and one team for each player is targeting them. It's not looking good. We got that shot being yanked up by Game Over. Game Over has a lot of grenades, but surprisingly, Deadshot gets away with everything, but not for long. We got 2 versus 1. Deadshot goes right onto the ground. They don't even finishing off. It's like an afterthought, like, okay, he's down. They turn around, and then they're like, okay, let's finishing off. And now one last player for Team NOS. Okay, we got a grenade coming in. It's Game Over. They'll be trying to get this kill for themselves. I think Messi could maybe try to contest that kill for themselves, but they're not making any noise. They don't want to give away their location to E2S7 really, really quickly. But as of this moment, yes, 4 more teams. We got NOS, we got Xeron trying to be as quiet as possible. We got Game Over going so aggressively, and we got E2S Seal. Unfortunately, they're trying to be quiet here, but they do have 5 eliminations already. And stage 7 circle is gonna close in. 10 seconds left. We're gonna be seeing stage 8 really, really quickly. It looks like Skyforce. Is it Skyforce? There's a team that got eliminated real quick, and looks like Game Over might be next. Tryout goes down, so it's gonna be Messi. Last person standing in. That staircase. It's just gonna be so crucial. It's a 3 versus 1, and we know how that's gonna end.
Oh, no,
And now it's
no,
between
no.
Game Over and E2S7. No, 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 no! Don't do that! Ryude, the last person standing, going up against E2S7 with the smokes up 2 versus 1. Let's see how this plays out. Alright, we got Solid coming in. Shots in. Alright, E2S7. Let's see. Okay, we're just hunting this one last person down. Ryude is slippery. This guy is slippery. This guy's trying to clutch this 3 versus 1, but E2S7 they do have the numbers advantage. Oh my goodness, and that's it. Solid with the DBS finishes this off. Finally, E2S7 snags that chicken dinner on this Erangel map. Congratulations once again. What an amazing team. We got E2S7. They're very consistent, by the way. They got picked off early on in one map, but most of the maps, they got like a decent amount of points. Sure, this is their first chicken dinner, but they finished second in one of the maps, and they finished decently in the other maps. And so the fact that they got the chicken dinner, it just further solidifies their placements around the top teams in this group stage. And so these are their stats. We got 2 eliminations for Ian. Toby has 1, Depot has 1, and Solid has 3. And they have, not a lot of damage done, but I noticed that E2S7, they do prefer to try to lay low, especially in the early to mid game. They try not to get picked off. And perhaps, I'm going to assume they go ahead and try to gather as much resources as possible. But compared to the other teams, let's say compared to Skyforce, compared to Team NOS, E2S7, they don't go around looking for fights. They much rather study the circle and try to get into the safe zone as much as possible. That's pretty much what they prioritize a lot. But here, nonetheless, this is the match rankings for this map. NRS Xeron does have the 16 points. It's just 1 point away from E2S7. So GameOVR Esports coming in at 10 with Team NOS and SINCEmv. They all have 10 points for this map, and that's a decent amount of points. I'm really happy to see some of the teams catching up to this. But here is our MVP. It's gonna be Xeron's Messi with the 5 eliminations, the 664 damage, and the 1 headshot. No assist as of this moment, but it's fine. This guy is the MVP. They managed to finish the job that they have started, and so congratulations once again to this guy. And we should be seeing the overall rankings as well. We have one more map left to go for this day, so it's gonna be one more chance for today for these guys. LF Skyforce maintains their spot, and I'm pretty sure even if they miss their next game, there's a huge chance that they'll still keep their ranked number 1 team, unless GameOVR Esports wins more than like 21 points in the next game. But GameOVR Esports, Team NOS tying up for the top 2 and top 3. And yes, finally, we're down to one more match left to go. It's going to be match 5. It's going to be Miramar, our final map for this Group A qualifiers day number 1. And we have different chicken dinner winners for each map. So map number 5 question is, will there be a repeat or will there be a new team on the face of our chicken dinner map? But nonetheless, we're going to Miramar after a short break. So guys, do not go anywhere. We'll be seeing you soon.
මුළි දුනියෙන් දිවෙහි රාජ්‍ය. උරීදුගේ එම්ෆෑසා මෙදුරිකෝ පේපෑල්ගේ හිතුමේ මිහාරුදු පොඩැන්නවාන්. මුළි දුනියෙන් දිවෙහි රාජ්‍ය උරීදුගේ එම්ෆෑසා මෙදුරිකෝ පේපෑල්ගේ හිතුමේ මිහාරුගේ බොඩැන්නවාන් මුළි දුනියෙන් දිවෙහි රාජ්‍ය උරීදුගේ එම්ෆෑසා මෙදුරිකෝ පේපෑල්ගේ හිතුමේ මිහාරුගේ බොඩැන්නවාන් මුළි දුනියෙන් දිවෙහි රාජ්‍ය උරීදුගේ එම්ෆෑසා මෙදුරිකෝ පේපෑල්ගේ හිතුමේ මිහාරුගේ බොඩැන්නවාන්
And we are back for our final map for this Ooredoo Nation Giversland Esports Contender Series Season 3 PUBG qualifying round. So, I mean, it's just the last map for today. So, for the teams that are still in page number 2, I'm a little bit worried, but still, we have all the chances in the world. And so, you know what? Just do really really well. Let's see what happens. There could be some sort of a clutch, especially for the teams that are still struggling to qualify for the grand finals later on. But nonetheless, there are a lot of teams that have been doing really really well, and that would be E2S7. There's also Game Over. There's also Skyforce, of course, solidifying their place up top. They had 2 points in the previous map, and they still have a 20-point lead. And so it's just absolutely crazy. They have such a good um the, I have such a good sort of like track record as of this moment in the qualifiers, and they're not even giving their full potential just yet. This is still the qualifier, so they're holding back. I'm just so excited to see what it's going to look like in the grand finals later on. But right now, yes, we will be going on to Mirror Bar as we saw in the map schedule a while ago. This will be our last map for tonight, and that flight path is going to start from La Cabrera, going all the way down to that's not Puerto Rico, but yeah, Puerto, down below Los Leones. And so I saw E2S7. I thought they would go to La Cabrera, but I think yes, they will be going there. They dropped off like first things first in the flight path. You can see Fanatic. They're going for maybe Torre Ahumada. There's a lot of good loot over there. It's just too far from where everything is. So questioning if people would risk going all the way over there just for some really good guns. It's like a high risk, high reward sort of thing. But nonetheless, everyone else, we got Team NOS going for the water treatments. Hacienda del Patron. So far, I don't see another team going there, but Crown Esports is nearby. We can see the circle. It's like in the middle of everything. You can even see Torre Ahumada is kind of nearby from the edge of the circle as well. So no, a lot of teams don't have to worry too much about rotations. They're just everyone is nearby. Even if you go to like the edge of the island, pretty much they're not in too much trouble. But over here, NRS, they're also nearby two other teams. Or rather, NRS Xentrix is nearby LNN NRS, and we can also see another team on the other side. I can't quite check what the team is. It's probably Zexos, if I can see from the gamer tag alone. But here in Impala, we got NGB going up against Meow Khalifa as well. So there's a potential for some early game engagements. So we have two places to worry about, two places to keep an eye out. But as of this moment, judging from the kill feed, I don't see anything much happening just yet. So we're just gonna chill. We're gonna let our players do their things. They're gonna be looting the place up, and if they feel a little bit aggressive as of this moment, especially for the teams that are on the second page, probably can't qualify enough for the grand finals. They're probably going to go a little bit more aggressive, knowing that they have not much left to lose. That's like the beauty of the last few maps. And as of this moment, at the last map of this qualifier, because you gotta worry about those teams that have nothing to lose. They will be doing some really funny things. And here, NGB, I think they're just going to be taking this building for themselves. Meow Khalifa, they're a little bit more spread out. It looks like actually there are two different this team. They got a split type sort of thing. No, actually, there are only 3 players. That's why it looks like there's only 2 people on the mini map. But in fact, there'll be 3, and they're all watching out for NGB as of this moment. So it looks like they're not moving about, and Impala is kind of just chilling about. And the other place with the 3 teams, I don't think anything is happening either, because I'm not seeing anything popping up on the kill feed. All right, let's look at NRS Xetrix. What are they up to? All right, we got some bullets coming in. Kenji actually managed to dodge but like most of the lethal ones, they got a little bit of a damage done to themselves, but it's not fatal. It's not enough to take this guy down, but I'm kind of nervous in terms of resources here. We got less throwables. I don't know about these. Okay, finally they switched guns, so I'm a little bit more confident right now for NRS Xentrix. Kenshi got the good guns. We got AMXN. They should get like maybe an SMG, maybe a DBS. I'm not quite sure, but they could quite do more if they got a little bit more resources. But of course, we know they're a little bit limited, especially in Los Leones. There are three different teams. We got Zexos, we got Lenion, NRS, we got Xenon as well. But here, Toxic's getting picked at, but we're not seeing any damage done just yet. But AMXN definitely trying this out. But the AMXN likewise takes a bit of damage, I'm gonna assume, from Toxic himself. So it's gonna be a 1-for-1 as of this moment. But Kenshi, all the while, they know something's happening over here. They're gonna be storming the place up all the way up to the last floor. I presume Kenshi will be going for this sneak attack. I don't know if Toxic knows what's happening as of this moment. I'm sure the rest of LN and NRS, they're gonna be giving information out. But alright. Nonetheless, Los Leones, after a couple of shots, not much happening actually. You got Kenshi managed to get inside of this building, and as you can see, the rest of NRS are gonna be coming in. So this guy, there's a huge chance that this guy's not gonna be uh, having a good time. Indeed. But all right, we got Kenshi throwing some grenades. Lucid actually takes on AMXN. It's not a good thing because that was probably like a really long range sort of thing. But okay, we got Ford, new player on NRS Xentrix, I believe. I haven't seen this guy much, but okay, we got the peak. Sword manages to get the criminal down, but AMXN, Kenshi, they both need to get revived, and it looks like Thord also gets finished off. Oh my goodness, 67 Kenshi are the only ones left. Criminal could still be revived, so it's not looking good, especially for NRS Xentrix. They already lost a lot of players on their side. But meanwhile, okay, we can see another team. They're popping up as well. We can see the group, the kill feed. But here, Kenshi, okay, we got a little bit of trouble. Kenshi gets finished off at 67. Is the last person standing, and it's a good thing. I like the position that 6-7 has as of this moment. But it looks like they're not going to be disengaging from NRS. Actually, these guys have like nothing to lose, and they're just trying to get as much elimination. But nonetheless, at NRS, they finished the job. 67 should have ran away, but yep, they decided they wanted like even like a little bit of elimination points, but LN and NRS, they're going to be punishing them for that. But yes, this is the last map, and so I don't know, but the rank number 6, they could have qualified, I think, but and now they're in a precarious position. I'm not I'm not very confident right now. We'll just have to see what the rank number 7 below, how they will perform in this round, because that's what's gonna happen. That's what's gonna matter quite a lot. So with that, we got Zexos. They're still nearby, and everyone's kind of just settling in. Judging from the kill feed, not much just happening just yet. We still got 16 teams. Of course, we did see a while ago. Um, NRS NRS got picked off. NTR rather got picked off just now, so they'll have to chill around. They could go to bed early, and just like the rest of the teams. But as of this moment, yeah, we're gonna have to watch out for what the rest of the teams are gonna be up to, and so it looks like it looks like actually the teams that will be going for the grand finals will be top 3. So I guess NTR knew that they're not going to be making it. But here Toko will be going on to the ground alongside Raiders. So it's not going to be looking very, very good to this moment. Okay, Atom and Vortex still in the bag. Vortex goes down. Atom is all that's left. And so Zexos, they're in trouble. They're in huge trouble. And Atom will be next. And well, that's it. We're going to be we're gonna be quite in trouble as of this moment. But yeah, we got Napu, last person standing, 187. They're still going at it, and this is what I'm talking about, guys. This is what I'm talking about. These guys just they're going at it with each other. They're just absolutely insane. They're just the teams that are on the bottom part of the overall rankings, you gotta look out for them because they have nothing to lose. They will cause chaos. This is what Toric says all the time. The bottom team, they will cause chaos because they know that they're not gonna be making it up to the playoffs. They're not gonna be making it up to the grand finals. But yeah, information that I got from the production side, yes, the top three does go to the grand finals. Top four to top nine will go to the playoffs. And so as we saw a while ago, NTR they could go off to the playoffs. I was just kind of hoping they could get maybe like a higher rank just to solidify that in. Maybe a little bit of practice as well, but considering the fact that there's just one person left, I think like getting some sleep would probably do well for these guys. It's just fine. I'm not complaining, but so this moment I'm seeing Skyforce, and Skyforce had such a good run in this game. And just as I said it, Anish goes down, gets finished off. Think I just jinxed it just a little bit, but as I said a while ago, Skyforce, they're all set for this qualifiers. They have 62 points. If they all get wiped out in this building right here, right now, they could still qualify for the grand finals. So it's not too much of a trouble. They can just chill out. They can just keep up, do whatever they want to do as of this moment. And so game over and not, they're tying for top two and top three, but game over does have 1 point from this map already. Okay, we got Toma cooking up a grenade. No, not actually cooking it up, they're just holding it out. They kind of okay, now they're cooking it up. There's Ahutis from Crown Esports. They're throwing out the grenade. Nice shot from Sky Toma. That is like an insta kill sort of thing. That's like ground zero sort of explosion. But here, Sky Toma took a bit of splash damage from that grenade just now. Chico goes down into the ground. Toma takes that. Ahutit gets finished off by Sky's dog. Alright, we got one more down, and Sky is a little bit of a pinch. Toma, last person standing. Doc needs to get revived if that's still possible, but nonetheless, 187 loop from another part of the map. They got finished off. Alright, Powerbar goes down. Crowd Esports fights back. Toma still gets out. What a reaction time was that? Turns around, sees another player, shoots them down, still has time to revive Doc, and Toma takes the 4 eliminations, the full squad wipeout on Crown Esports for themselves. What a player. Skyforce does not disappoint once again, but as of this moment, they lost too much on that fight with Crown Esports. They have 2 players left, and as I was saying, they're set out for qualifiers. Skyforce, they don't need a lot of points anymore. They already qualified. They're like top 3 at the worst. At the worst case scenario, they will be top 3, but that's not even possible. We got game over and Nos. They both have to gang up on Skyforce for it to happen. Possibly E2S Seal as well. But here, for watching out Xeron, you're shooting at this team. I believe this is Apex. They're just shooting at it, and it looks like Messi couldn't quite get the connections that they need. They're just going quite a way. They're going to be meeting up with another team. I don't know if it's going to be working out really well, but Tryout does get 1 player from the team. It was in Korea. I can't quite read it as fast as you guys, but here we have it. Looks like we do have 13 teams left. We got 44 players left remaining. And just looking at the map, everyone's still a little bit spread out. We're just going to be looking out for a little bit more aggression. Good team, Nos. They do have the high ground. They're staying in here, but they do need to move. They are like 300 meters away from the next stage. So it's going to be... it's not going to be a good place to stay in. And so NRS Xeron, on the other hand, they're starting to get eaten up by that blue zone as well. So everyone is either taking position or healing up from the rest of rather from their previous engagements. They could be looting the place up. You could be like Chippy going against physics, trying to climb up this mountain. Okay, we can see a little bit of action. We can see Lucid action taking down a couple of players just now. And NRS, Ellen and NRS, they got the 6 eliminations. They got the lion's share in terms of kills as of this moment. But all right, they are still at rank number 11. However, so I'm a little bit worried for them qualifying. They cannot say goodbye at the qualifiers alone. They need to get a lot more points, and I have a lot of faith in these guys. I need them to clutch this. I need them to clutch the qualifiers. I need to see these guys in the grand finals. And as of this moment, they can't even qualify for the playoffs just yet. And so they have to work extra hard. They have to get a lot of engagement. They have to get a lot of eliminations for themselves. And as I can see, for the past 4 maps, they only have 14 points. So that's mixed up with any placement points and engagement points that they have. But right now they are off to a good start. They already have 6 eliminations, so that's almost half of what they earned from the previous maps alone from this day. But okay, we got Zexos. They got eliminated just now. I was kind of expecting they could get picked off a little bit faster, especially since they got a little bit reckless last time we saw them. But yes, they did get picked off. Now we're down to 12 teams. We can see Fanatic going at it again against Skyforce. And Skyforce, once again, guys, they are down to 2 players. It's just gonna be Doc and Toma that's gonna be left. And I'm gonna presume that a lot of the teams are left on this map. They're still full squads. We got Game Over. They got a player that got picked off. And here NRS still full squad, still coming in hot with 6 eliminations, and now they're targeting Apex. Lucid, 2 more grenades left to go. Couldn't quite get anyone in that area because Axel managed to get away just in time. And so with that, Lucid did more or less give away their location. NGB is going to be joining into the fray if ever it happens as well. But it looks like Lucid will be getting that trigger discipline. They're just gathering information, and they know that the big fish is Apex over here. They're trying not to give away too much information towards them. And there's also Sky nearby, so that's a potential engagement as well. Okay, MD Live told us a little bit of trouble. They took a lot of damage. They're already in the blue zone, and I'm not sure what this Hoof is doing so deep into the blue zone. They have to move. Stage 4 is not a joke. That's going to be a lot of damage that will be had. But here, NTR versus NTR, it looks like they fell off a high place. I'm not sure what happened here, but Rafael just got sneaked up on by Spider. Spider literally walking like a spider there, peeking, seeing Rafael kind of just standing emoji there, and they got picked off just really quickly, just like that. But Axel from Apex gets a knockdown for themselves as well. Chana finds Beast from LV, take them down, and finishes them off. Toldo and Visit Hoof rather. Last 2 players standing from MD Live. Game Over is pushing them back to the blue zone. So it's not going to be the bullets. It's going to be the blue zone's damage. It's going to be the ticks that's going to be happening. But 2 versus 1. Spider versus High. Visit Hoof goes down. It's going to be Toldo that's next. And that is it. What a clean execution from GameOVR Esports. And MD Live, unfortunately, will be finishing as a 14th place. It's not looking good. I guess we'll be seeing them on the future tournaments. Hopefully, we can see some of these players playing for another team. I mean, they did quite well. They do have 10 points from the last 4 maps. And so it's good. It's good experience, especially since there's some pretty good names. There's some pretty big names playing with us in this qualifiers. But here we have Meow Khalifa, unfortunately, gets picked off. I only knew because of the logo. I saw that cat and I knew exactly which team just got picked off. But I'm a little bit worried for the rankings as of this moment. Crown Esports is at 9. And if any team from LN and NRS or Apex or NGB does better than them, they'll be pushed down to 10. So it's kind of worrying. But okay, we got Skyforce. They finally got picked off. They got 67 points. So they comfortably qualified already for the grand finals, basically. But here, SINCEmv, yes, they still have 4 players standing, kind of chilling about. We got Apex still nearby. I think Apex has 2 down players as well, so it's not looking good. E2S7, this is what I'm talking about. They prioritize their location a lot, and you can see from just their elimination, they only have 1 elimination. I'm sure that's like a necessary elimination, and they prioritize positioning and staying alive, survivability, more than going aggressive. And that's what I noticed was their strategy through and through. I think in the previous tournaments as well, that's what I observed E2S7 has been doing, and it's working out really well. They are at rank number 4, and they are 3 points, rather 5 points away from knocking off Team NOS from their position in the leaderboards. But here, nonetheless, Fanatic, yes, they do have 3 players enough standing. There's Xeron nearby. I believe Apex, just judging from the color of their gamer tag, I think that's Apex also nearby. There's E2S7, yes, within the circle, still not joining the fray too much. Team NOS going on the aggressive. They are already at top number 3, but they do want to keep that spot, especially since E2S7 is very, very close to contesting that. And Xeron, depending on how many eliminations and how long they can survive the game, they could also knock down Team NOS from their position, even potentially game over if it's a really, really good game. But here, NGB dead last, unfortunately, at 17 after 4 games, and even this game they only have 1 point as of this moment, and it's just gonna be beating on some of these players, but to no avail, unfortunately. But here, Team NOS, they have the high ground. They spot another team just trying to pick up E2S7, and we also have Fanatic trying to join in. We got Apex still nearby, still surviving, going at it. And so with that, we got Fanatic, Nido, unfortunately going onto the ground, getting picked off. Team NOS getting those shots in steadily. That's 3 points on the side of the guy with the Korean name from NRS. And we got Sak and Genji as well. We got 2 eliminations on their side. Deadshot getting the 1. Coco Ahmed, unfortunately, does need to get revived. They're a little bit too far. They could get eaten up by that blue zone. NRS is also lingering nearby. Potentially, they could basically take Team NOS from their flank, so it's not looking too good in their position. But here, Messi, this is where I'm a little bit, worried, because there are only 2 players left, and there's so many teams here. E2S7 basically being a beast, taking monopoly of the next stage of the circle, and so they could go for the gatekeep. But Team NOS, they're comfortably staying just outside of the circle as well. NRS is trying to make their entry. We can see Xeron once again. And, like, position-wise, they're in so much trouble because they are at the bottom part of this elevation. We got E2S7 with a really good location, with a really good vantage point. And so it's going to be really hard to try to make their entry. And Fanatic with Boss, they're just quietly try to make their way here. The E2S7, they're not too unforgiving. But here, Black and another player is just like sidestepping each other, literally like 1 HP left. It took an outsider to try to finally finish them off. But here, Team NOS is a bit of trouble. NRS, NRS, they do need to get revived. Looks like Toby just got eliminated off. Coco Ahmed will be next. Solid gets that solid elimination for themselves, and now we're down to 4 teams. Oh, that shot's in trouble. We got E2S7, still 2 eliminations. They need more points. They could get more points because they have the advantage of the circle. Game over, trying to rotate in NRS. They're not making it a priority. Team NOS, definitely. They only have second Genji left, but to that, we have 9 eliminations on their side as well, doing so well. Game over, last person standing in NOS, last person standing. E2S Seal, they have the numbers advantage. NRS trailing behind by just 1 player, but that's going to be equalized if one of these players, if Solid gets finished up. But it looks like Debu could potentially or Ian could potentially like revive them. So it's not too much of a troll. But now we are down to three last teams. It looks like Xeron did get picked off. NRS versus E2S7 Debo on the top part. Meanwhile, Ian and Solid try to go give those some revives. Toxic goes down. Criminal is gonna be next. Criminal, the last person standing. This is not looking good. But Debo gets shot down. Criminal actually manages to clutch his death. Will they manage to clutch E2S7? Genji from the third party going on against the other side, helping out inadvertently, helping out NRS indirectly. And E2S7, they're in trouble. They got ganged up with the last two teams. Ian took a lot of damage. Second Genji still surprisingly alive. Guys, Second Genji is soloing this. And risking it all just to get a little bit more points for their team. Toxic gets taken out from the play zone. That just leaves Criminal. Criminal finally finish off Team NOS. Second Genji goes down, and now it's gonna be a 2 versus 1. Criminal versus Iron versus Solid, and that is it with the high ground. It's gonna be E2S7 Seal getting that double chicken dinner in a row. It's a two-peat for these guys. It is a tried, tested, and trusted strategy. Quiet early and mid game, like literally like 20 minutes, and they only had like what, one elimination. They played the long game, and it works every single time. E2S7 snags that chicken dinner. And now the question is, what does this mean for the leaderboards? Because they're only a few points behind Team NOS. And Team NOS, yes, they did well. They had top 3. They had a decent amount of points. And I'm not quite sure actually what the final overall rankings are gonna look like. And it's gonna matter for the top 3 to fight for the top 3, because top 3 goes to the grand finals and the rest have to do the playoffs up until rank number 9. But here, match rankings E2S7, they have the 15 points. Not a lot, because they are very passive. They don't prioritize eliminations, but they do have the 10 placement points. Coming up second is NRS with 15, Team NOS with 15 as well, so they tied. So it looks like the top leaderboards won't be moving about too much. And GameOVR Esports with the 13, but they are top 2, so they're kind of sitting comfortably up there. SINCEmv, great improvement with the 8 total points. You got 187 Loop with the 6 points, Fanatic with 5, Skyforce with 5. They don't have to worry about that too much since they have a lot of points already. Xeron has 4, Apex has 3, Karnas 2, Zexos and Xeron each have 1. Unfortunately, we got 4 teams that got a 0 points from this map, but I think they kind of know what their fate is like already. But here, MVP will be Toxic from NRS. We got 4 eliminations, 659 damage. We got the 3 assists and 1 headshot. NRS, I'm a little bit worried for their rankings, because as I saw a while ago, they kind of didn't like at the start of the game they were like what, ranked number 11. So I'm a little bit worried for NRS. They are a very decent team, and they've seen a lot of tournaments. I see the same lineup time and time again, and they qualify every now and then for the grand finals as well, going up with some really big names. But as of this moment, unfortunately, they're just like at the lower average of this qualifiers. But we'll have to see later on in the overall leaderboards what it's gonna look like. But here the FMVP will be Sky Anish with 23 total eliminations across the 5 maps with a damage shot of 3036. Damage taken 1,575, assist of 7, and headshots of 6. What a great player, but this is a niche we're talking about. This is Skyforce we're talking about. These guys have seen the big stage. These guys are the predators of this qualifier run from this group A. And here is the overall rankings. We got top 1 Skyforce 67 points, Team NOS with 56, GameOVR Esports with 54, E2S Seal7 with 53, just 1 point shy from GameOVR Esports. And we got NRS Xeron with 38, NRS Xentrix with 32, Fanatic and SINCEmv with 30, Lenion and NRS with 29. That is our first page. And rank number 1, rank number 2, and rank number 3, they'll be moving on to the grand finals. But unfortunately for rank 10 below 187 loop, couldn't quite um qualify. They're only 3 points away from NRS. Crown Esports, unfortunately, I was hoping I'd see them as well, but they finished off at 11. And that is it. Today's matches, we finished all 5 maps, and E2S7 has the beautiful 2P that we can see right now on the map schedule. They got the 2 chicken dinners, the 2 last chicken dinners for tonight. And that is it, ladies and gentlemen. This has been the qualifiers Day 1 Group A for PUBG Mobile for this Ooredoo Nation Gamers Land Esports Contender Series Season 3. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. And that was just the qualifiers. And of course, we got a lot more streams left to go. So, guys, thank you so much. And for now, we will be ending the stream. So, good night. And we'll be seeing you soon in the next game.
මුළි දුනියෙන් දිවෙහි රාජ්‍ය උරීදුගේ එම්ෆෑසා මෙදුරිකෝ පේපෑල්ගේ හිතුමේ මිහාරුගි බොඩැන්නවාන් මුළි දුනියෙන් දිවෙහි රාජ්‍ය උරීදුගේ එම්ෆෑසා මෙදුරිකෝ පේපෑ